You're drunk, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're drunk.
The first song.
No, don't stay away from me. No.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the yard.
Oh, Boogeyman!
Halloween.
Everyone here is a very terrifying entity. We have a rich guy who hunts the poor for sport. We have
Don't sell me short. See, I'm Batman.
right.
But on the inside, I'm the Joker.
Oh, fuck,
Wow.
bro.
Yeah.
That's
So,
Okay,
So
dude.
maybe think a
Wow.
little before you judge.
This
What
guy comes home
sent
with
you over the
costumes, and he's like, I got Aiden weed gummy. I got slime priest. And I was like, what'd you get? He's like, I'm Batman. And I was like, of course you'd make yourself Batman. He's like, no, you'll see. And it's just a cooler Batman costume.
wait. Well, what do you? Oh, yeah, a Batman universe.
I have a one-armed
I'm also the-
Gumby.
I'm also the Joker.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So much
You
for
want to
the
know how I got these scars?
yeah. So much for the tolerant left is what you say on the back of that one. For your
Give me back my wife.
my wife.
My wife.
Where's my wife?
My wife.
Aiden. So wait, you picked these up or Ludwig did?
I picked these.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I thought Ludwig had picked them up, but Aiden's costume is actually so fucking funny.
Dude, I'm walking down the halls of the costume store, and they're all out of the Among Us guy.
Space mystery.
You were gonna
man.
make me the Among Us guy?
Yes,
That's a hot
Well,
costume.
sorry, I shouldn't say Among Us. I was gonna make you Suspicious Spaceman, as it was
Right.
labeled. And instead, I keep walking, and I find there's an edible gummy costume, which you're not wearing the full thing.
Yeah,
I'll
there's-
have you know.
Did you bring up the other part of it?
Oh, the mask?
Yeah.
The creepy mask?
The mask makes you a gummy bear.
The mask makes me look like the bad guy in Creep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or as Ludwig said earlier, it's like the clown mask from The Dark Knight when they robbed the bank.
Yeah.
Very similar.
We could like reenact the whole scene together.
You know what I love about this is that the audio listeners are seething right now.
Oh yeah.
Because they always tell us, you guys never describe what you're wearing or what you're doing, and then it's like on audio we don't. Go fuck yourself.
Well, yeah,
that's what
I
I
mean,
say.
that's
we
what
kind
you
of did
get.
it. You know, Slime's a priest.
Yeah,
but
Will,
he's a bald priest for
I'm
Halloween.
a bald man of God.
And
you know?
speaking of
You can't be
Slime-
both.
Slime
visual
looks
gags.
like the 1 in 20 man I saw in the street in Rome.
What does 1 in 20 mean?
Like I saw a lot of priests around while we were in
oh
Rome.
yeah, it
A
was
lot of
that
priests,
many.
a lot of nuns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. They were Roman.
Really?
Yeah,
Did
like
you-
roaming
Nice.
around.
Nice.
That was
Nice. That was sick, Ludwig.
Thanks,
That
guys.
was sick! That was
Hey,
a great
this,
joke!
This is what happens when we
Yeah!
record before I go live. All right.
Oh
These
yeah, we get
zingers.
the A material like we were talking about. That's very funny.
I was traveling around today. I went to Disneyland for the second time in a weekend, which is a lot, but
It's actually disgusting.
it's
It's
not
so much.
disgusting.
It's-
It is a lot though.
No, it's it's fine.
I have no purpose.
It's all good,
He
bro.
has no
Aiden
peripheral
can do
vision.
anything I cannot do.
You don't even know what reaction I
I'm
get.
like a horse.
What are you, Ludwig? You haven't said what you are
I'm
yet.
Gumby, but I only have one arm.
Why do you have one arm?
Because I ripped this off to make a headband to do a Ludwig von Koopa cosplay.
Did you?
Yeah.
So much of Ludwig's life is just piecemealing together things. Like, I asked him, like, do you have a costume? He's like, oh, we have the baby one from the postcards. He's like, oh wait, no, I gave it away as a prize for like a different streamer thing we did.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Everything that he does is just like reaching for the nearest object and using it for a purpose to solve a problem.
It's just like a circle radius of like shit. It's like you're Tommy Pickles in the playpen, and you're just like, yeah, here you go. Here's
Just
a
make it
bear.
happen.
This
with
is what
you
we're doing
got.
today.
Yeah.
Okay, well, while I was driving around, I was getting food near Anaheim, and I found an H Mart. Okay. And I got you guys this to eat with your coffee.
Oh, what it's
Cuck
is it like a racist thing?
Cuck daddy?
No, it's just cock de ass.
Wait.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
premium,
very nice.
Premium biscuit.
Can we have one now?
Yeah, you can have some cock de ass right
Let
now.
me have some of that.
It's great with your Vienna coffee.
Put that in my mouth.
I'll get you one
Naturally.
cock de ass.
Wait, I have a.
We
I
have
have a coffee right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
here.
it's very
convenient.
Here, you ready?
There you
Gummy,
go.
Gummy man.
How'd it hit me?
Try again.
This is like
Hey, that's great radio. Anyway, we're eating cock de ass. Basically, it's this.
Fucking.
It's this
You
like
can't
cookie
get it.
coffee dessert, and it's like chocolate wrapped around a little biscuit. It looks
oh
delicious.
fuck. You got these where?
H Mart.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I love H Marts. I went there, by the way, for peanut butter. No shot I found any peanut butter.
You'll be hard pressed to find it there. But
You
know,
went to H Mart.
you can
for
get fish
peanut
cake,
butter?
and
I
fish
went
cake
there
is
for
the
peanut
same.
butter, yeah. And they don't have a lot of that. I won't lie to you.
Fish cake is the same as that.
That's not the same thing. You said it and I ignored
No,
it.
in Korea, they make peanut butter. No, they make
Peanut butter,
fish cake and jelly sandwiches.
Is your
peanut butter
goal
fish
just to
cake.
get a country to hate us every episode?
Look,
I don't think
I
we have a lot
fucking
of
love
South
fish cake,
Korean viewers.
by the way, and maybe we do.
We
Maybe
don't.
Maybe the
These
bet.
Rating?
taste like if you filled a tech deck with chocolate.
That sounds all right. You know, it's
Dude,
meant to have with coffee.
What is
But
that- what
my
does that
friend James
mean?
in 7th grade was so fucking sick at tech decks.
Really?
He could like definitely make it kind of skate around on the desk.
Want me to tell you a nut story? The guy who made the beat for Uber Everywhere, K Swisha, childhood friend of mine. His main hobby growing up was filming tech deckers.
Okay.
He would go to tournaments just to film them and then make like sick compilations.
Does he still use a fisheye lens?
He used the fattest fisheye lens
Oh, it's
on
so hype.
all of this
Wait,
footage.
did he record on like a very, very tiny camera?
I think it was a normal. I don't think he had like a tech deck sized camera. Like he
Yeah.
followed around on a tech deck board.
Yeah,
And had the camera mounted.
Dude, okay, I got a sick idea for a video. Ready? Because we won't do it, so someone can take it.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a tech deck video, and it's like one of those like up close to the fingers, and the fingers are like wearing pants. It's like it's all done up, and he's like doing tech deck stuff, and then after that he like goes home, but the camera just keeps following him, and his whole family's dead, and then he goes to their finger funeral. And,
Yeah, this is good.
and it just keeps going.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, and then he ends his life
Yeah.
He kills
bl-
himself.
He blows his little finger brains out
with,
does he-
with a little finger
tiny
gun.
How
little
does he
finger
hold
gun.
the gun?
with
His fingers.
with his
Aiden.
other finger, his
What are
fourth
you
finger.
talking
It's
about?
kind of like it's kind of just like hovers around him.
I'm like trying to visualize this by holding up my hand and my own fingers, and then the first thing I thought of was phase up.
If you make this video and you submit it, you get into Pixar.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
no, you get into like A24 Pixar.
Yeah.
Whoa.
of a joke right
How did I get them scarred?
Speaking of phase,
how I got these scars?
hey, we're back, baby. It's news time.
Oh, news time! Yes!
I thought we were gonna do the song.
Yeah, I
No.
thought you were gonna do a song. He
Broadway.
just got
No,
really
we have
loud.
to we can't just do the same thing. That's
You
what they all
yell
want from
every
us.
week. That's what you do.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, that was different. What you did, totally a new thing that we do now.
New
Screaming is timeless, I would argue.
boom. Thank you.
You guys are the same. I've always said that about you too.
You guys the same.
News
Same.
is
Get in there with that gummy.
Farting, not
I'll
timeless.
get in there with that gummy.
Don't
cousin.
touch my gummies,
I'll
man.
get
Don't-
inside it
the
with
pack
you.
is sealed.
You know, like those double
Stop
sewn,
touching my gummies.
those double sewn sleeping bags. It's like if you cuddle up. I want one of those, but it's a gummy costume, and me and Eamon get in there.
Oh, you guys
probably,
get in
I
there.
could probably fit you in this.
I could get in there,
I
bro.
could probably wrap it around you.
save it for the bonus.
Ooh,
for
put
the
it in the
boner.
bony episode.
Boner.
Phase-
By the way,
Phase-
really quick before we get into it, on
Shut
the
up, Ludwig.
topic of the bonus
Shut
episode,
up, Gumby, you pussy.
when I
Gumby.
when I bought this cool ass costume for with Batman, these pockets are real.
Whoa.
I discovered, and you know
Oh.
what I got in here?
Your pager?
You know what I got in here, Akimbo?
What?
Yard stickers.
Oh! Hey, let's put
Oh!
them on the. Let's do what Ludwig does.
So
I'm gonna
right
put it
now-
on the mic right here.
So right now, we don't really have a plan for how we're gonna sell or do anything with these. But what I will say is, if you are part of the Patreon, tier 3 and up gets
This is the weakest
Come
plug
on.
ever.
Come
It's like,
on, you
hey
co-
guys, if you pay $25 a month, you get a sticker.
Uh-huh.
And
And
it's
it
like
also comes with a
He's
Tootsie
really
Roll.
underselling it right now.
We ship one directly to your
really
house.
underselling it right now.
like you are
the
for
mo-
as
you-
much as work you do for the podcast. This is the most terrible.
You realize
plug
you
ever.
realize the money goes to you, right?
You
You
would-
realize that the end result of this thing that I'm doing is money in your pocket.
You will never have abs like that
What the fuck is this?
ever.
Retweet
This is gonna be the
+1.
this is gonna
Thank
be the
you.
thing with Mike. You tell me I can't do it, I'm just gonna go do it.
You're
And
just
if I
gonna-
do it, you'll take credit for it.
You're-
There's no winning.
Can I-
There's no winning.
Yeah, but at least you would get abs,
Can I have a sticker?
and then you win.
Can Aiden have a sticker?
Look,
No, you can't have a sticker.
No, you can't.
Well,
have
no,
one.
he wasn't being. I was being mean.
He's-
He wasn't being
he's-
mean.
You can have a
He said
sticker.
you
he's
can't
giving
have
you
one.
flack, but
You
this-
gotta tell Anthony he's wrong though.
a sticker for
No,
$25.
do what he says.
I want to cut you off. The only reason he gave you that sticker is because he didn't know how to open it.
Well, as I was
That's true.
saying,
Video viewers will have seen Nick fail to open that
Yeah,
sticker for
you
3
struggle.
minutes.
You bite your nails, bro?
Yes.
Batman doesn't bite his nails, nor does the Joker. Because that's not how he got
The
that scar.
Joker bites his nails.
No.
Are you fucking kidding
Yes,
me?
he does.
No, he lets
No.
him get filthy
Because
and
he's
weird.
nervous.
He's got nice
and he's always
nails.
thinking about cute girls, and that makes him nervous.
It's the new meme where it's like you're texting a girl and she's texting you back with the Joker, and he's like, "There's a dead guy behind him."
and he's like, I just blew up a hospital.
Yeah,
And she's like smiling. What?
"You look like you ate the
Oh,
sticker."
you can't get it.
I didn't.
Oh, you can't get
I
it.
wasn't giving you shit. I'm the only person who didn't give you shit for not
Fuck
being
you,
able to open it.
Aiden. Fuck you and your gummy
You
gum.
are you are the enemy often of everyone.
You're unloading about this, by the way. And this for $25. That's like the 7th tier on the Try Guys Patreon.
Dude,
Oh,
you know what's funny? We did study
Open up this
Patreons.
motherfucking pit.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, by the way, we're not making stickers a tier 3 perk.
Yeah.
We're just gonna slip them into postcards, which is
Yeah.
already a perk.
Right.
It's an
You
additional
motherfuckers.
perk.
It's just it was we studied Patreons because we're like and we looked at the Try Guys and there's like 70 tiers and they're like you only would do it ever once and like get bored of it and it's like and then there's like the wife cast where they like all like fuck their wives podcast and it's like we don't want to do that, right? So we just we borrowed a lot but we also avoided a lot out of different structures of monetization and
I think honestly, no, like realistically, we studied a bunch of Patreons and then decided this all fucking sucks.
Yeah.
They all suck. Let's just do something else.
It's crazy how every podcast Patreon it offers next to nothing.
Yeah, it's
the
wild.
only one that is acceptable that I saw was Cumtown because they're so shameless about it.
Yeah, also Drill. Drill has a third tier just called like Deep Web Rising. It's just like, it's nothing. But anyway, sorry, Ludwig hasn't been engaged because he's locked and loaded. He loaded his gun, right? His mental gun of a topic, and then we diverted all around it.
Yeah,
and he
you
hasn't
went
said
around
shit.
for about 15. Well, I didn't want to forget it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get lost.
So he was focusing really hard.
I was thinking too. I was like, oh, I could add some things about Kickstarters
Wait.
and their goals being similar. But I was like, nope.
I have
I'm gonna
one
hold.
more thing I want to
You
squeeze in
eat
before we
shit
get to
and
your
die.
thing.
This is
I got
wild.
another thing.
No,
I got
no,
another
fuck
thing.
You, fuck you,
So
fuck you.
There's
No,
FaZe
fuck you.
Oh, he's
Clan
just going-
launched an IPO.
That was
No way.
That was my move.
That's crazy.
Fucking go. Get up.
Oh, it's the yard. It's really the yard.
Ah!
Dude, his ass looks so
Oh,
good.
this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad.
Oh,
This is gonna be
oh,
bad.
that-
Oh!
It's okay. It almost that was a little. I know you guys didn't go for the power bomb because someone would have got their back broken. And
Dude,
I respect
but I
that.
had his neck. I coulda.
Did you see his ass in the gummy costume when he got up?
No, it looked
That
good.
was crazy.
Look
bro.
good.
In the Gum B or the Gum
The
E?
Gumby. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it's not you.
Audio listeners, eat shit. Okay, so yeah, FaZe Clan, they went public today,
Bro.
which is fucking crazy that
bro, I was
they.
thinking we go public, trade our shit. Our stocks go way the fuck up, bro. It's like
It's the
NFTs, but it happened before that.
Yo, so you guys could phase the fuck up on Robinhood now.
Yo, pass that shit. You believe this shit was before the fucking monkeys, dude?
Dude,
They had this shit first.
tell me their ticker is just FaZe.
All right, so I saw
bro.
this movie.
And it's not?
No, so okay, so this is the secret announcement. I think they're doing a combined IPO, so I think it's a merger with some like by the books nerdy ass sounding company. And they're
Wait,
new.
sounding?
Well, yeah, I don't know. The
I didn't know
actual company.
Banks was into that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a nerd. Yeah,
Bro,
okay, all right.
It like feels pretty good. I can't do
Zipper,
Banks.
can you pull up the company? The
Don't pull up sounding.
Yeah, can you pull up sounding for
For
us?
No,
those
no,
that-
no.
Actually, you know what? While we wait, if you're at home and you don't know what sounding is, pull out your phone, get on your computer, and just figure out what it is.
If you're 18 plus,
Yeah, I mean,
While you're
sure.
there, look up Goatsy, okay?
Oh, come on.
Go to yeah. Well, look.
Hey, there's a whole world down there. But yeah, their ticker it's like BSGR or something. It's named after the company they're merging with, which I think is like bigger news in a way that
Bugs,
they're like
spiders, ghouls,
merging for the
and
bad.
Rayman.
The rats.
Rats. Just all the spooky,
B.
creepy
Riley
crawlers.
Principal 150 Merger Corp.
That's,
Damn.
That
Damn.
sounds like the least phase thing ever, actually.
Damn,
Yeah.
they were just flipping through a thesaurus. And flipping their finger down on
We
random
need
pages.
business words.
Yeah, this is I think the second esports team I know of that's gone public because Luminosity went public.
Really?
Oh, you're right.
Dude, and they are the richest org, and it's not close.
Really?
Yeah.
They got so
Wait,
much
Luminosity?
money. Yeah.
Well, it's because they're owned by like a parent company, right?
Huh.
I mean, that's what happens. You got to get bought by a big dog, and then you become
Then the
a
big dog goes
slightly-
public.
Yeah. Going public
Which is
seems
sort of
hype.
cheating.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah, you're just attaching yourself to a larger whale.
You immediately get so much money.
Dude, is that why? Oh man, can we do an IPO?
Can we go public?
Yeah. How do we go public?
We are not even a company. That's why we can't go
You know,
public.
I've already.
I
if,
could go public.
if we ever decide to fully sell our souls, we could do the yard NFTs, and there'd be gnomes.
I guess
we do
so.
little
oh,
lawn.
10,000 gnomes.
We do little lawn gnomes.
And
Yeah.
I
10,000
think
gnomes.
the thing is, I think our
2 Ethereum
I would like
each.
to think our viewer base would think that's so cringe that they wouldn't make them they wouldn't buy them. I'm holding on to that dream. Because
Maybe.
I haven't looked at my shit, which is being bid on right now, but I think it's only like $30, which is great.
You would like to think that, but I think they just wouldn't buy them because they're broke.
Aiden every
Our
day when I
viewers?
wake up goes, "Hey man, you should just like tweet out an NFT and like let me buy it."
One. I've said that
What?
2 times.
You're
2. Joking.
It's unregulated. Don't
Joking.
worry.
It's fucking. That's like insider trading.
He's
dude.
like-
That's
he's
like,
like-
No, it's not.
Yo,
Yes, it is.
It
It's
literally
like
is.
it's like
because
it.
if they make it illegal later, they can come get you for it.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because I would be giving him information, and I have a public platform. So just me buying and tweeting out an NFT raises the
Hey.
price of it.
Well, thank God no one's doing that.
Yeah.
Not a single person has
Nobody's
done that.
phasing that hard.
That would be troublesome.
Unrelated. Do we have a VPN sponsorship this week?
Imagine.
Yeah, so it's crazy. I do wonder, like, so many people on FaZe are like, they got sick rich from just being on a team, right? And then they got sick rich from, like, crypto and then NFTs. And now they're sick rich from, like, real kind of, I guess, established money. And it's like, damn, that's crazy. Like, anyone follow your dream and you can become it. And that's all right.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the American dream.
they're so profoundly wealthy. Also, train. I was with someone, I won't say who, but they wanted to gamble with $100,000 in Bitcoin, and they just said, "Okay, I'm gonna hit someone up." I asked who because I'm curious. They just hit up Trainwreck
Just to lend
just
them
to
Bitcoin?
lend them because Train just has like millions in crypto.
You know what's crazy
Whoa.
is you said 100,000 in Bitcoin, and that's like 1.3 Bitcoin. That's 1 Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's like a little
Basically.
over. It's like
That's
one
like
and a
1.5.
half.
Yeah, but
one and a
that's
half
just
Bitcoin.
it's a unit, sure.
He's
Yeah.
basically this guy's got crypto rot.
Yeah, he's got brain rot, crypto rot,
Uh-huh.
dumb rot, Canadian rot.
Speaking of dumb rot, why the fuck did you go to Iowa?
Tell us about your trip to the America's heartland of corn.
I went to learn something about myself.
What?
That's crazy.
You
And
fuck
what do you
Superman?
I was really fucking bored. It's
Yeah, okay.
There's not a lot going on.
Why did you go?
I went because maybe some people know in the Discord, my friend Sam, we call Dr. Noodle Slam on occasion, because of the CS:GO binds, which we talked about on a different episode. He goes to medical school there, and
Oh, that's right, University of Iowa.
Yeah, and I haven't visited him before, so
Do they all only like practice on like horses and stuff?
Yeah, it's all farm animals. It's kind of a vet program, but then they just kind of stamp the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
med
well, it's like
certificate
a
at the end.
horse's stomach is the same.
You know what they
It's-
say?
it's
If
pretty
you can
similar.
dodge a horse, you can
If
build
you
a car.
If you can dodge a horse, you can operate on a man's
He
brain.
got in a Zoom lecture on the way to the airport this morning. Like he had to listen to a lecture, and the second sentence she said was that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. It's also that particular university is like the creative writing master's program, like Mecca. It's really weird. It's
It-
like it's in the middle of nowhere, and it just happens to be like the
It's
place
weird.
you
It's
wanna
weird.
go.
Everyone's writing about like, please get me out of this godforsaken land. They're all
Maybe
writing
that's
the
why,
same thing.
right? You become so terrorized and
Uh-huh.
depressed in your own mind that you become a
So
brilliant
little
author.
happens outside that you have to be so creative inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I respect that.
Yeah, that's kind of hype.
you're
Grift.
forged.
Yeah.
I
Forged
called-
in the isolated fire.
I called you when you were there, and it was like a loud arena. I'm like, "Where you at?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm at a minor league hockey game. The team just opened up."
Yeah.
How was
I went to the Heartlanders' first game ever, which is an ECHL hockey team, which is not the level below the NHL. It is the level below that.
Okay, so they're like 8-year-olds.
Yeah, like give or take. And we were there for the opening game, and
Just
it was
watching
crazy.
a bunch of
it was,
toothless 8-year-olds beat the shit out of
It
each other.
It was really fucking packed. Surprisingly, like
Wow.
the whole town rolled out. So it was about like like
All of
500
Iowa
people.
showed up.
Yeah.
And
It's that in the caucus.
I got recognized at the hockey game. A
That's
yard
crazy.
fan came up at the hockey game.
That's so
He came
weird.
up and he said, "Oh shucks, Eamon, what brings you down here?"
Yeah, and I
and
was
they
like,
started ringing the dinner bell, and you're like,
I don't know,
can't
man.
do
It
it.
At halftime, everyone
busy.
went on the ice and did the Cotton Eye Joe.
He went, "Ding."
I'm glad I was there because nobody can ever accuse me of being a bandwagon fan. I'm literally day one.
Yeah,
That's
and
wild.
that
Yeah.
was a concern of yours.
That's
definitely.
your IPO.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That I got no money from.
Oh, it's a little too hot.
Oh, mask off, dude.
It's getting toasty.
Dude, this
in
Batman,
Gumby's
this
head.
Batman mask has like a piece of like foam right here so that it stays off your face. But it's doing like like the water torture thing where they like
Uh-huh.
drip water on your. It's like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's like on that spot, and I feel like I'm gonna turn into the Joker.
Yeah.
I feel it feels
That's
terrible.
hard. You have to
Get
feel
ready.
the turmoil that Batman feels.
Just swap the mask, man.
No, because
No.
that's like.
My wife.
Okay.
It does have an echo
Oh.
through it.
I did want to show you guys the last part of my costume because it's
Yeah.
also related to Iowa. So probably the coolest thing we did in Iowa was Saturday morning. We went to this place called the Makokowa Caves, which is like this crazy system of caves in like a state park that was like an hour and a half drive away. It was actually very cool, very beautiful. We went really early in the morning. You can go through. You can do like real spelunking there.
Dude, like you look like you're on a street corner holding up a sign to get to a dispensary. I
Yeah.
can't go over it.
Yeah. And I mean like that's what I feel like it all comes together. I really do look like
You
Seth
look
Rogen.
like you're really bad at spinning the arrow.
Yeah, my mom's told me I had to get this job.
So you went to the catacombs of Iowa where they hide the bones of children.
Yeah.
And you
Right.
got a hat.
Well, we didn't find any
And
children.
all I got was this lousy hat.
You're not supposed to spine the bones.
On the way back, we saw a sign for our yard sale in like the middle of nowhere, and it's this older couple like owns the home. They're moving, and unfortunately, this older woman's husband has passed away.
Okay.
He tells us, and she's moving and selling a lot of the stuff. He passed away 9 years ago, and they have a shit ton.
Oh,
of
so
hats
it was an
in the
estate sale
garage.
or was it a yard sale?
It was a yard sale.
Okay.
It was a yard sale. And there was a ton of hats, but I found this old red Hooters hat.
Wait, it's a Hooters hat?
Yeah, a Hooters hat that is signed by a bunch of Hooters girls for his birthday.
Dude.
And I was like, damn, this is
Dude,
kind of
that is
Wow.
this is
fucking.
kind of tight.
That is a fucking NFT.
So like best wishes from Vicky. You know,
Dude.
heart.
Wait,
I
this
could-
says
I could
Kent
save her.
XOOX, and then the O's have a dot in the middle for boobies.
Oh yeah, nice.
That's crass.
Do you
So
think-
this
are
is
they all dead?
I don't
this
like
is
that.
Kent's
Yeah,
hat.
I was
No.
thinking that too.
Presumably the Hooters girls are not dead,
They're
but this
definitely
but
not
they
dead.
could be,
is.
right? Like just from like being
If this was a
humans.
Hooters when he was a young strapping lad, they could all be dead like
It's true.
him.
It's true.
What if every single person on that hat has died?
Someone find out when was that logo last used. That's not their logo
This
anymore.
Is dark.
No, it's not. I don't think Hooters is an old enough brand.
What if you embody the spirit of all those poor slain Hooters women when you put on the
Don't
hat?
say they're slain.
They weren't. They didn't die. They were murdered.
They were slain.
It was the Hooters murder
and
of
then you
'94.
put on the hat and you just like want to serve me wings.
Happy Hooter from Lisa.
Lisa.
Lisa. Liza? Oh, that sounds more correct.
It's like Final Destination, but
but for Hooters women.
Dude, that hat is so hard.
So
Holy shit.
I picked this up.
how much you get it for?
This was $3.
That's crazy.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Steal.
I
A
can't believe she
haunted
gave it
item
away.
for
And
$3.
I also
And
got
there's
a-
probably only one of them.
Yeah, this is signed like
Probably.
this. Definitely the only one. And I also got a an old Nike crew neck for $3.
Nice.
Wow. Dude,
So-
Eamon is funny because the Balenciaga like saga of Eamon wearing that kind of clothes,
Balenci Saga, if you will.
it kind of comes from a real life version of that where we used to clown on Aiden for having a Balenciaga t-shirt. It's just a black t-shirt. It says the logo, and it was $400. And you right? Well, okay.
It was $200.
Oh, it's I thought it was 400. So it's $200 t-shirt, and we always made fun of him. He's like, "That's crazy that you have that," and he's like, "Yeah, I know, it's stupid." And now he's like legit wearing Balenciaga, and he's like become the ironic thing, actually. So he comes home from like he literally got home like an hour ago. He's got this white Balenciaga t-shirt, and on the back of it is like this like red streak mark And I'm like, you got red on the back of your sleeve. And he looks at it, and he's like, oh, and he's just bummed for like 20 minutes. He's
I'd be
like
pretty bummed.
trying to get it
Because
out.
I just
He's like
got it.
opening up the washer. He's like pressing buttons like a fucking control panel. And it's like,
Oh, that's why. I heard him in the washroom, and he was just pressing. It was like singing because our washer does like notes.
Because it wasn't
Yeah.
fucking
He was like
working.
do 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 do, and he's like
Yeah.
losing his mind. He's like, "Come on, oh my god!"
dude, and I'm like, good. I'm glad this is happening to you because it's too much for a t-shirt.
Hey, and I want to continue on the aim and dunk train for a moment. What glasses are you wearing?
Right now,
No, it's
Yeah.
like-
just like Amazon blue glasses.
yeah, you have those.
These are literally $7.
So you guys heard this week about the whole valkyrae scandal, I assume?
I
Are we
did.
allowed to talk about that? That's
Yeah.
your that's
A
your
little
boy, dude.
spice.
Yeah, we can
Didn't-
talk about
did
it.
she put you on the fucking Did she put you on the cut list?
Nah, we're chill.
You're
Ah,
chill?
I hit
so
her
you're
up.
a shill.
I hit her up, and I was like, what's up, bro? And then she like told me all about it. Some shit I can't say, some shit I can. She's like, I'm just gonna go with it, man. I'm the scammer now. And I was like, I've been here. Welcome. First
She's
of
like
all,
lucky
Have
they
you
didn't find
been
out
this-
about the lead.
yeah, I'm known for scamming.
Okay, well,
Yeah, but no,
it's
you're-
it's a mogul move, you know. It's like it's part of your thing.
yeah, you have an ironic sheen that protects you from things, and also you've never like actually scammed, right? I
Yeah.
would know,
Hey, sure, okay, sure, whatever you say, boss.
but yeah, she oh man, she could. It's funny when like Mizkif has to tell you to put the phone down.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's like, ooh, you're in
But
a bad spot.
Everyone from this was basically saying like, this is dumb, just use flux and whatever. So I did some of my own research, and I discovered blue light glasses are fake news.
Yeah.
They don't work.
Wait,
I mean,
really?
Well, what do you mean they don't work?
They do not have any effect or any like real effect on like reducing eye strain or anything like that.
I
know-
thought the idea was that it makes your eyes naturally feel like the sun is down, so you won't
That's
feel
what I heard.
alert, right? Like that's what it's about. That's
the
what
idea
flux
was like,
does.
okay, so this
It's not about eye strain. It's about your.
I could be
circadian rhythm.
wrong, but what I understand is the same as Anthony is that apparently like you have like a physiological response to sunlight, and when sunlight hits your eyes, your body is trained to wake up because it's like the morning time.
Yeah, and
that blue
flux,
light mimics that.
flux adjusts that, but blue light glasses I think do not do it. I think they're fake news because they're not like the same degree as like how yellow flux is at like nighttime
It's
hours.
so yellow.
Sure.
Blue light glasses do not do that.
They-
And there was a lawsuit, and a company had to pay this in the UK that like some settlement that was basically like, yeah,
the
we're
UK
fake news.
company
Yeah.
The UK blue light company had
that
to pay some
invented
settlement.
beans and also soccer.
So I don't think they work. I don't think they have any real effect to the same degree that a flux would.
Yeah, I don't
It's a
know.
placebo this whole time.
And you know what? Oh,
Take
damn!
that, Amazon.
And to
Worthless
the audio
$7.
listeners, Aiden swallowed them whole.
That's right. That's right. It was crazy. It was like Tom from Tom and Jerry eating a whole fish.
Yeah, I watched it go down sideways in his gullet.
The big white glasses.
That's
Well-
disappointing.
So yeah, that's fake news.
Uh-huh.
Valkyrie's scam lotion is a fake news.
Valkyrae scam lotion, fake news.
We got to get on that.
I'm trying to beat off with it and never get blue balls again. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Hey, right here.
we need to dunk on Nick.
No, don't.
Hey, I'll give it to you. I'll never miss a high five.
We need to dunk on Nick. Here's a compliment for
Hey,
that.
I'll never miss a high five to my road dog, all right? Put it on the chart.
It's
However,
road
we
dog
do need to
time.
dunk on him.
Oh,
Why?
why?
Because people are like viewing him too high nowadays.
It is kind of fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Nick
Like,
stock is at an all-time
They don't
high.
know how Nick used to. His
Yeah.
stories used to be like Gregor's laid down on the floor, the absolute mad lad. They don't know about that.
Anthony said that once to me, and I never understood what he meant because I didn't have an example given.
and that's a
And I don't
problem,
feel
too.
like my stories have changed because the only thing I've done differently is live with you guys.
That's not true. All I'm saying is you guys came in at a special time
Uh-huh.
where he's riding high, okay? And that you think he's the Superman of the show.
Hey, I'll hash some shit out right here, and I'll talk
I'm
some. I'll
the
talk some shit.
Batman.
You know what Nick's terrible at?
Let's hear it.
Dude, the fucking keys.
Oh yeah.
Nick, I'm gonna kill myself if I go downstairs. Your car's blocking me in, and you don't have your keys on the key rack.
How's that feel?
That he just woed on me.
Yeah, because you do that all the time. How's that feel?
It feels bad.
Yeah, right.
It does feel bad.
Doesn't it?
Did it
feel like you're not
Tell you
being
about my
considered?
op the other morning where I knew Nick wasn't awake and we had to move his car because me and Cutie both had to go somewhere and we couldn't squeeze out. So I run to his room. I kind of knock to see if he's up, and I go over, I like tiptoe in, I grab his little manlet
His man
bag,
purse, yeah.
and I crack it open. I see if he
Manlet?
moves.
That's the word you used?
And then I pull open
Yeah.
his keys.
You scoot past
Complete
all
the
the
operation.
tampons.
As if I would wake up and shoot you in the head with a gun.
Put it all back. He doesn't know a thing.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, I woke up and went,
And imagine
well,
if
I woke up and went,
imagine if I
oh,
was
someone
an
grabbed my
actual
keys.
intruder.
Don't
that
even
what you-
fucking start, dude. How many times have
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, dude, oh my god.
Yeah, because if a intruder came in, Aiden would be like, I'm alert. There's someone behind me making noise. Hello, who are you?
Yeah, dude.
No, you fucking idiot.
You would literally get shot in the side of the head immediately.
You would take off headphones like a Russian doll, and there'd be more, and there'd be like 8 pairs, and you'd turn around and be like, what?
Huh? Yeah,
the
and
guy
you'd
with the gun.
You'd get so
He'd
pissy.
be mad at him.
You'd be so pissy.
Dude, what do you
but
want?
only because you think it was like me. And you'd be like, oh. That's it. I'm just saying. But, you know, I do like the idea of being stealthy, stealing from each other. I think that's good.
Yeah, I think if we are able to sneak into your room and steal something, we get to keep it.
That's true.
Ooh, I like that.
I
Yeah,
like
that's
that
good.
rule.
I
That's
think
good.
that's a rule. I think that's a good rule.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I
Okay,
also
so
think
does
if
this
you're-
does this apply to everyone else?
No.
100%.
Well, okay, 100%.
This rule also has a second part, 1B. If your keys aren't on the thing, we're allowed to key your car.
No, it's like Sky Williams' old rule.
What
It's
is
like
that?
if the keys are on
Holy
the
shit.
if the keys are on the hook, you're allowed to go and steal one item from their room.
Wow.
This was a real
Wait,
thing.
that's a
Yeah.
thing?
No, Sky Williams. There was that whole
That's
message
almost
log.
1-to-1 what I said.
There was a message log that leaked, and he was like, it was like the conditions of living in his house, and it was like, hey, what's up? I see that we're late on rent. Or no, it wasn't even that. It's like it was either late on rent or there's like people over that he didn't approve.
I see.
But it's like if this happens
Oh, yeah, it was
again,
people over, I
I'm
think.
gonna go into your room and break something of equal value.
Yeah.
So I think it was
Yeah,
rent
it was
in that
crazy.
case.
Yeah,
And I was
break
like, damn,
something.
that's crazy to be like that. But we can do that.
You can do that.
We can be like that.
If your car keys
well.
aren't available, we're going to break something in your room.
yeah.
Well.
Or
Like
steal
office
it.
space, like really dramatically with baseball bats in front of you, and then walk out.
What would A-Truck say? What would A-Truck say? Shmee ring.
What would he say?
Bit of a shmee ring.
What do you, like a schmearing?
Like a shmee ring.
like a
The key ring.
like a shmee ring. You
Yeah.
get it?
Yeah, you guys, I don't think.
No,
are
no,
doing
he's being H-Rock by not being funny.
Yeah.
the-
Oh,
wow.
come
Yeah, Come on. I mean, I have to say yes so that I win somehow
Yeah,
here.
you need to stay
but-
good. We're the same. We're the same on the same
He
team.
also listens sometimes.
Do you think H-Rock is becoming a shell of a man?
No. You just think every content creator is already that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does William Osman not agree with me?
I don't think
Who
he
is that?
thinks.
What?
Wow.
Damn. You just who mega love.
We're allowed to
He's
leak
a
it-
bigger YouTuber than Ludwig. dude.
He's like a 2.5 million sub YouTuber. He's gonna be on one of the videos for Mogul Money that's airing tomorrow.
That's right. He came out with a video that was like, he's basically saying how being a content creator sucks because of like the toll it takes from people being shitty to you.
Yeah.
And then he actually interviewed a bunch of people and had them kind of like weigh in, Ludwig included, which was funny because I know you were like just bussing, you were goosing to like make a joke out of it.
I love that you've taken on goosing.
But you were actually pretty sincere, which I thought was interesting.
It was like a minute. He just sat me down. He had me hold the lav, and he was like, "Mean comments," and then I just answered. And then like he kind of cued me. He was like, "Bigger number, better person." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, bigger number."
But there was this breakdown in this idea of like 99% of the comments can be nice, but the 1% of mean ones like fuck with me, and that's what he was saying. And I think that's really relatable and that's understandable. And it got me thinking because I wanted to bring this up last week too. Is like people will message me, right? And it's annoying. I don't like it, but I like keeping my DMs open because sometimes people ask me genuine questions or I'll have genuine like interactions with people, which I really do value.
Psychologists call this the Aiden effect.
Yeah, exactly. But so there's this idea of like, but people message me just like useless things because I don't need praise. When I make something or do something, I know what I feel about it, right? And so it's like I don't need a barometer of something like, hey, Slime, you're great. Like I don't need it. And maybe some people are fine with it and they like take that in and they're like, all right. But it's annoying to me because it's whatever. And so I call it the good vibe gang because they just want to send you good vibes, bro. And William
Ooh.
Osman gets the good vibes, and it doesn't matter because the ones that fuck with him are the bad vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that makes a lot of sense. Is all I'm saying. When I saw that video, I was just like, oh, I get this.
I like this. I like this
100%.
way of describing it. The
Makes
good
sense.
vibe gang.
And it's like I don't need because I tweeted out earlier. It's like I'm 31. If my day is made better by a random person saying that I'm cool, then I'm in a bad spot, right? that being a thing that makes my day better is a dangerous place to be.
Well, now hear this argument because I disagree with you. But
I know you do because you love being complimented, and it's
No,
something I've always thought about.
It's not what I'm saying at
I
all.
think you do.
You think that, but you're wrong,
I
and
know.
you're talking to me.
Right.
So the thing I was
You're good
gonna
at shutting
say
them
is
down.
what?
You're good at shutting people down.
I am.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Wait,
You like that?
Like you shut me down?
Yeah, and he liked that compliment.
I said thank with a question mark.
Whoa.
Anyway.
Huge.
That's a wrap.
Because there's certain things that people will compliment that you have done that you do like. It just has to be a compliment that you respect.
That's not necessarily
Like Mario
true.
Party League. You took that to heart.
Yeah, but that was, I guess, okay, there's a difference here because it's like there's online and there's IRL. And online is like, it's just this drive-by thing where it's like, hey, I'm DMing, it's like blah, blah, blah. Online stuff has always meant a lot, IRL stuff has always meant a lot more to me. And that I think is a complete difference and a complete separate, like, category. And I guess I'm primarily talking about online compliments because I'm just like, again, I know what I feel about something, if it's good or
The
bad.
difference to you is what? Convenience?
The difference to me is that I don't believe that someone is trying to say this to make me feel good. They're trying to do this so that they feel good. But it's packaged in a way that's like, oh, I'm going to make this person's day better. It's actually you just like trying to spread joy for yourself, I guess is a way of thinking about it.
I think that there are definitely people who are sending you compliments in hopes that it makes you feel happy so that you will respond, which is what they want out of the exchange.
And it feels gross.
That part of it is usually gross, but I don't think that's everyone.
No, but it's enough to where it's like, I don't care, right? Because like, yeah. But either way, it doesn't matter, right? Those compliments to me, I'm just like, this is such a waste. Because that's what the fucking heart button is for, and that's what the view button is for, and all these stats, like, that's what tells you if you're doing good.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Although I think, do you think that the amount of the comments has something to do with it as well? Like, do you think there's a difference between like getting one, say you got one nice message like that a month versus one message like that like every day, or 10 messages like that every day? Because I think that's why it matters to me less now. Like I don't view the nice or the positive comments in the same way I did like a year ago, because there's just so many of them, and then the feeling.
I get that. No, I'm with you. Like it's an
Oh,
overwhelming.
sorry. Is it not a project we're all collectively a
Your
part
turn.
of?
Your
They're
turn now.
Also about you.
Hey, hey,
Hey, kiddo.
I get more than all of you combined. I'm chilling, man. I like them.
I
complimenting
mean,
you guys.
It's like listening to the same song you liked over and over and over, or like doing the same drug every day. Like it's just not gonna hit the same anymore.
There is
true.
a scale problem, yeah.
So true
a
about
I
volume
think
heroin.
that's the
problem.
biggest thing for me is like I don't think it really like clicks or hits at all anymore, because it's just like part of the overall wave of like the same compliment happening, whereas like the negative things happen way less frequently and are also usually a bit more like personally phrased, so they're a lot more fresh in their presentation, and I think that's why they stick. It's
Yeah,
'cause you-
they literally stick out, right? And
Yeah.
so it's like it's unfortunate because it's this Ouroboros of like, oh, I'm gonna respond to the one fucking mean comment because it's like worth responding to in a way, because a platitude and a compliment is just like, okay, thanks, right?
yeah.
And it's kind of this weird thing where it's like actually being is rewarding.
Yeah, if
you
someone
know?
calls you out on something and calls you in a very like specific manner,
You got that one,
that
Archie?
that sticks with you.
Both of those.
But if 50 people left that exact same comment, you wouldn't respond to all 50 of them.
There's also an idea if like 50 people are calling you like a fucking wet dickhead, then you
They
probably
have
did
a
something
point.
wrong,
They
right?
probably
Like,
have a
so-
point.
Well, that's why I like receiving like positive feedback if it's specific. Like I don't if
Oh,
someone,
yeah.
if someone sends me like, you know, love what you keep it up, I don't feel any negative emotions about that. I'm a little bit neutral depending on, you know, if it's someone like Ashcon, for example, like someone who like I don't see very often but I consider a friend. That'll make me feel good.
Yeah,
If it's a
yeah.
random person, then it's like in a pool of like other people who have also said that.
Like,
Those-
what if Obama said "love the pod"?
That's huge, right? Because, you know, I'd suck that guy.
But
Dude.
he's just famous.
No,
Yeah, but that's No, I
he's
think
more than that.
there's another thing where it's
To
like
slime?
if someone's in the game where it's like if you get a compliment from someone who is like in the game, like makes stuff, or is like someone you watch or whatever, that's different too.
And Obama's in the game.
Does
and he's in
Obama
the
have
game.
a pod?
Yeah.
He does have
He
a
gets
pod.
as much listeners as Rainn Wilsons.
Dude, don't do Rain.
Come on,
like
don't do
that.
rain like that. We can
Come
get rain on here.
bro. We could get rain
Yeah,
on
that'd
here.
be great for us.
We played chess together before.
Oh,
Wow.
don't do
You know,
Rain
and we
like
could put
that.
his mic in Jello, like the show, The
Yeah,
Office
it would
that
be
he's
like a
on.
prank.
Oh, dude.
And then I'd look at the camera like,
Like Jim,
Oh.
like Jim,
Like Jam, but-
why would they?
Wait,
why
what
would
was?
they do that?
What was it?
Remind
Yeah.
me the
Why
bit.
would
I was
they
trying
do
to
that?
remember. What was it? Jim?
No, it was Jin.
Jin.
It was
Jin.
Jin from
Jin
The Office.
Jin from The Office.
What was this from?
I don't know. It's just like
Fuck.
the thing where we replace
I don't
consonants
remember.
in general.
But we had like a
Dude.
month where all we would say is, "Oh, it's like Jin."
I'm
from The
Jin.
Office.
One thing going to Iowa, we on the second night out, we went to 2 bars because that's all you can do in Iowa is go to bars. And the second one was called Joe's Place, and I literally just called it Jones the whole night. Killed.
Oh, yeah.
I just stick ends
You
at
were
the end
just
of
slaying.
open vowels.
Like everyone was.
Yeah, every time
This
Jones
Aiden
was
guy.
whipped out.
What's in the water in L.A.?
This has happened before. Aiden went I think it was like a year ago. He hung out with his other friends, and he was like, "Dude, I'm killing. I'm just so funny to these people." I'm like, "Yeah, we leveled you up, bro."
It's really funny. It's really funny because it's just really dumb.
Were
Like,
you
it's just
funny
N at the
growing
end.
up?
I mean,
Damn.
Damn,
bro.
Shit.
No,
At least lie.
I think I'm about somewhat as funny as I've always been. You know,
What made you that way?
Tough.
What made
and we
you?
talked about that in a premium ep.
Yeah, you didn't watch The Simpsons, so like, how did you get there?
I think the general way I got there is I think I've
Watch the
always
soup.
to watch. What did you just say? Watch the soup?
Yeah.
With fucking Joel McHale.
Joel McHale. I'm trying to think
is
what
that?
Aiden's family would watch
Do you
together.
know what that
They would
is?
never. That's
I
too
wouldn't
racy.
know.
That's too racy for
I
Aiden's
have
family.
no clue.
His mom would
You don't
be
know the
like,
soup?
I don't know about this.
Zipper, bring up the soup.
What is the soup?
It's just
it,
like
it was like Tosh.0 before that.
no. It
He's-
came.
bro,
Kinda, yeah.
One, it came
Eamon grew up
after
with, like,
Tosh.0.
Canadian-
Wait, it was after
Yeah,
Tosh?
100%. It was after Tosh.0. 2, it was entertainment
No.
news. Yeah.
No, look it up. Look up the dates. I gotta know.
Bro,
It's
I'm
after
not
Tosh. I'm with this
capping.
guy.
Really?
Another one for slime.
That blows my dude. I remember watching that
W's
show
just
when I
keep
was like a
stacking.
child.
Yeah, you're fucking 10.
The only thing I know is
Right
Canadian
now.
Big Brother. Did you watch that?
Oh.
Oh,
no,
cracked
I
it.
remember
what is it?
seeing. I remember
Canadian Big
seeing
Brother.
little ads for that, but I never
Mhm.
watched it.
What did your family like gather around and watch?
American Idol.
Yeah?
I could
the,
tell.
the old
could smell
seasons.
it
of
on
Did
there.
your
American
mom
Idol.
go, "Ooh, I like him."
What?
You know?
Like to who?
To
Like,
to the TV.
Yeah, just out
Oh,
loud.
I like him. He's good.
No.
And your dad be like, "Mm-hmm." Like, did that happen?
This is so oddly specific.
Yeah.
It was a,
Yeah.
It was a
Your
little,
life is a cardboard
It
cutout.
was a little like that. and then Paula Abdul left, and we were like, we can't watch this anymore.
the family together was like, you know what?
Yeah. Eamon would pipe up being like, "My life is a meaningless void unless I travel," and they'd be like, "Shut
Paula-
the fuck up, Paula's gone."
How
Idiot.
about Paula Abdul-Jabbar? Has that been done before?
No,
100%.
100%.
Like,
Paula
That's
stinking
probably like a
hook
fantasy
shots.
football team name right now.
probably like 100 of them.
Yeah, fantasy football team names, just people flexing their pun ability.
Yeah, I like that.
I
It's
don't
kinda like
mind it.
Discord names.
Mine's just been Poseidon's nipples for about like 5 years.
Wait, was that a pun?
That's
No.
an old critical
It's
joke.
a moist critical joke.
That's so cute how you're friends with your hero.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh, well.
hero is like,
No.
No, you made a video.
Well, you have the
copying
big
him.
posters in your room.
yeah,
of-
I like him a lot.
Yeah, like
I would-
so much.
I would
Well,
say
I remember the day
idol.
you came up to me and said, "I want to copy his whole channel and do it."
Okay.
That's like how I want to become
I
a big
can-
That-
YouTuber.
Did
You're
you
not-
say that?
I mean, you're not. No,
Look
I
up
haven't.
how to edit a
No.
Smash
You say
video.
that?
It's
No,
literally
I
a lot
didn't-
of video.
I
He
wouldn't
does a
say
voice like Critical.
I will say, I told Slime, I've told you this before. I said, all I am is just Zoomer Dane Cook. And then you were
Yeah.
like, no.
No.
And then I repeated a Dane Cook joke in my YouTube voice.
Yeah,
and
it
you're like,
blew my
You
mind.
were like,
Yeah, it all came together in that
Yeah.
moment.
I was like,
yeah.
he sneezed. He walks
Yeah.
up, he sneezed. And you were like,
Bro.
oh, shit.
Crazy. You
Yeah.
really are that.
Yeah, I just bit his shit. So I can't wait to get old and have plastic surgery and be rich and sad.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's
for
the
you,
path.
For that to happen.
You're happy for that to happen to me?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I,
Yeah.
More like lame cook.
Wow.
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Appreciate that,
So-
guys.
You are so funny today.
Love that, guys. Love that.
We can put this on Patreon, right? Like you can have your cock out on Patreon.
I can have my cock out.
Because ultimately, if you just go through college and you get some bullshit degree, yeah, sure, you can land a job and make a ton of money. And sometimes the right option is to land that job and make the money while you are figuring out what you actually want.
Oh, come on. Why is he our
Dude,
guy?
why is that? Everyone in this movie looks like they're a protagonist in a different movie.
Photo bins, photo Jeep, photo booth, hoes of me. She taking photos of me that she carry all around like rosaries. She said she never did it with the lights on. Baby, we gon' see. She so cow, she no hoe. She no smoke, she no toke. She no chance, she no Vic. She no gang, she gon'
Love that,
go.
guys. Love that.
What if you guys could get surgery? Okay, gun to your head. Guy comes up to you, says you need to get cosmetic surgery. I don't care what it is.
Oh, I got it.
You need
I'm
to
ready.
get it done, and it'll be free, and it will be painless. You get
Chussie
it done.
stays.
Skip
Don't even
them.
ask
Skip
twice.
them. I want my butthole to be shaped like the thing your straw goes through in the cup.
Oh, like the
Like the star in like the top of the plastic
You're
cup.
talking about the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars.
well,
it's a little
no.
like
Nope,
that.
I'm talking about my butthole and
Episode
a plastic
6,
lid.
the Sarlacc
So it's like
pit.
no, it's like
And
the
then when I
cross.
poop, it'll come out like
no,
a star.
it's
No,
shape.
no,
like
no,
the
no, no, no.
Sarlacc pit that ate Boba Fett.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny? This was my bit. This was where me and Nick do intersect on Call of Duty. Call of Duty 4. I would get on the fucking mic and I'd be playing on Xbox and I'd be with my friends and be like, and I'd tell the lobby while we're playing like deathmatch or whatever, like, hey, you guys ever like hold a piece of fishing line under your asshole and then take a poop so it splits into
Take
two
two
pieces?
poop.
And I'd ask that, and then the whole channel, the whole room, would be like, ah! But one guy one day, I did this all the time,
Wow.
and the guy literally responded, and he's like, and he laughed quick as fuck. He's like, no, I used the Play-Doh star mold, and I was like, I found the funniest guy on the internet, and he's in this lobby.
Yeah.
One time, this like 15-year-old kid, I was also like 14, told me that my hairline looked like the Dorito logo, and I've carried that with me to this day. It is one of the funniest things
lives.
that's ever been said to me in my life. Because I also have a fucked up hairline because of my scar. So I was in the mic like with the Arthur fist, like no, it's
No
not.
It's not.
shit,
It's not like that. You don't know what I look like, and I don't have the camera extension on my Xbox.
All right, what would you get? Surgery, plastic surgery, cosmetic.
Oh, I'd put my eyebrows slightly closer together so I could be more like the Ever Dream This Man poster.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
You wouldn't do
I like that. No, I
Okay.
think he would.
Okay, by the way, the soup came out 5 years before Tosh.0. Both of you can suck me.
That's crazy.
I just went with
Again,
him because
I knew
I
I
like
was
this
right.
guy.
Didn't
I'm surprised.
dispute.
I
refute
thought,
what you said.
but I'm happy that you found out.
A better debate, even
Hey,
though
you
I,
lost anyway because you had to Google, and that's how it works.
True shit.
That's not how
I
it works.
made you look it up. You lost.
That's right.
That's how it works.
I made you burn calories, and
But
I
how
sat
do you
here.
how do you prove it to them?
You don't.
Yeah, you don't. You
lose.
just hold strong. You just hold strong.
But it's a bet. Am I the Joker? What's going on?
Yeah.
Put it
You
on.
got
Put it
that
on.
scarn.
Put on the
Pussy.
mask.
You got that scarn.
I keep my chussy. I keep my foreskin. I don't know if this exists. Beard surgery.
Oh, you want
Oh,
facial
you
hair?
want it filled out a little
dude.
more?
I want that thick ass
Pussy.
leathery beard. What do you say
Really?
pussy
Leathery
for? You
pussy?
fucking no having ass.
Yeah, well,
Beard
I feel
have-
yeah,
like
and I own it.
you can't.
No,
Well,
you don't own it.
I do.
You literally don't own it.
well, how do you own not having something? How does that work?
Well, it's kind of like NFTs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
There's a
on
blockchain
the
thing.
blockchain
Yeah.
Sort of a
is
beard.
where your beard
I
exists,
would
but not on
love
your face.
a beard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you would do.
Big. I'd look hot if I had like a Chris Evans beard.
You can get beard transplants. It just takes hair from the back of your head
You
and
think
puts
he'd
it on
look
your
hot
face.
I
with
know.
a beard?
I know like that. He can get his butthole to be a star shape, and he can get his eyebrows
I
closer.
can.
I just don't know if I want to do that.
Well, you don't want it that
You
bad.
don't want to
whole
move your
thing.
eyebrows closer?
The next Patreon goal is Ludwig gets a beard
Yeah,
transplant.
cosmetic beard surgery.
Yeah, $20K. I'll close my chussy.
What would you fill with concrete?
Is
Like
that how you
Heaven's
think?
Gates.
Just
That's
level
what
it off.
You think the surgery is?
That
Yeah.
stuff that they used to make your retainer mold. You just
Yeah.
I love the idea of him like laying back on the table and the doctor has to put like a fucking
Yeah, like the little
I can't think
don't
of what
walk here sign.
dude.
And then like a little
Dude.
tiny man comes up and puts his hand in it.
Me and Anthony used to have this bit where if Ludwig was ever like shirtless in the house, we'd like walk up and we would like casually purpose his chussy for something.
Dude, one time we were all talking in Nick's room, and Nick's like, "You hold this," and it's a lint roller, and he just puts it inside Ludwig's.
It's a sticky, like a sticky one.
Yeah, Ludwig's chest hole, and he's just standing up, and it stays.
And
I literally I just get on the floor and just lay down, and I'm like, "We
The
peaked."
sticky
That's
one,
it.
bro.
He's like trying to explain something too.
It's sticky.
Oh man, it was good times. You're a freak.
Yeah. What would you change?
Would I change? I
What?
would change my. You know how to change my ankles. If that's-
Oh, dude,
Oh,
I change your ankles to stop hearing about it, bro.
I would do, bro. I have severely limited ankle mobility, and all I want to do is just squat like
Every
a
time
normal
you say it, I
If
just
we-
don't believe it because it just sounds like so dumb.
it's real.
That-
It
so-
is real. I know it's real. I've
someone
seen
with
it
a good
firsthand.
squat would say that.
I have a great squat. I can pistol squat.
What does that mean?
Fuck you.
One leg.
Fuck
oh.
you. It's
'cause
so
you're like
much
a
harder.
Gun. You're,
Yeah.
like, shaped like a gun.
Yeah.
If you can get that done, I'm on team swap my ankles.
Let's get ankle surgery
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Let's get ankles swap.
Let's
It'd be
swap our ankles.
Yeah.
Cool if you did it
You
at
want
the
me
same
to
time.
get your slightly shittier ankles?
It'd be like blood brothers, with ankle brothers.
If you did it at the same time you recover together, you'd just be wheelchair bound.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
we could
there was-
scissor.
And then each one of you could help rehabilitate it.
Yeah.
And then it'd be a competition of who is better at rehabilitating.
Oh, we make a video
Mhm.
from it.
Yeah.
Loser gets their ankles broken again. You go back to the old ones. And I pay for the surgery of the winner.
That'd be hype.
Yeah, that's why
This is
one of the
high
reasons
stakes.
I've avoided chussy surgery is in part the recovery. It's like
Does it take a
6
long time?
months.
Oh,
What do
You
you
can't go to the
recovering?
gym for 6 months because they literally break your fucking rib cage.
Yeah.
All of your ribs, they put a metal rod through it, and they're like, "All right, wait for that to heal,"
That's crazy.
and then
It
they
doesn't
call it a day.
Seem worth it.
It is necessary for some people because it limits breathing. I don't like. There's a chance that every time you guys are like doing one breath, I'm doing like 3, and I don't know because I've never not had a chussy.
Yeah, that's true.
But
You've always had it.
I feel like I'm fine
Mm.
generally. I feel like I my shit good.
I mean, you get athletic. You get
I'm
active.
stronger,
Yeah, you're
taller,
probably
and
fine.
faster than you guys.
Ooh,
One of those is right.
You're stronger?
Taller than me.
Guaranteed one of those is right for all of you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
You know that there's a surgery that like makes you a little bit taller, where they like break your bones and like put screws in your bones, to, like make your legs a little wider.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
longer. Do you think Keemstar ever like looked that up?
She retired today.
I know.
Is that real?
I don't know.
I
Who
don't know.
cares?
Who fucking cares or
Keemstar,
knows?
bro.
I just
But
like-
what's funny
I
is
just
all
like the idea of him
people
looking
ratioing
that
him.
up and also like how to stop balding, and it's just like
And also local high schools.
he's like I could knock this all out in
yeah.
a day.
Damn, this shit's easy.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
This is really important because it ties back into something that I have to say. What do you have to say about Mormon soaking?
So that's a great. I found out what it is.
What is
the
what
other
is this?
day.
What is
Oh,
this?
you don't know about this?
I don't know
I
about
didn't,
this.
I
Oh.
didn't know about it until this weekend.
Is this like
either.
a cool day
Let
spa
me
they
tell
go
you
and
about.
hang
Let
out
me tell you
in?
about Soak Talk real quick. But first,
Are we talking so?
let's shout out Coinbase, our sponsor of this podcast.
Yo, thanks Coinbase. Right before we talk about Mormon soaking, we just want to thank you for sponsoring the yard.
I have a little bit. So I actually needed to make a Coinbase account like a couple days ago,
User
and
code?
I forgot to use our fucking code.
No.
I literally,
Dude.
I made the account and then instantly remembered I have a code. I could have just gotten $10 in Bitcoin.
Can you just
And I
make
didn't.
infinite accounts and keep tying it to your bank?
I don't think you can do that, Ludwig.
That seems like you could not.
I feel
get
like
away
it's
with
an
that.
easy thing to stop. So no.
because you could see the same account getting connected to accounts.
This is
over
what they
and
did
over
with
again.
Twitch Prime back in the day. You do a free trial and you get a free Prime. And
Oh,
then
and just keep
juice 'em up.
rotating.
But don't be like me.
Yeah, if it's
yeah.
only if you have an EDU.
Anyway, use our
You know?
code.
It's
Yeah.
coinbase.com/the yard. You have to go to the website. If you go to the website, you sign up, your new account, you get $10 in Bitcoin just straight up. And if you fill out like just literal information quizzes, you also get crypto. So
Yeah, beat the puzzles, and you can also have an account.
yeah, they're just trying to teach you some things about crypto and then also be the site where that houses all of it. But I don't know. Coinbase has been a
Thank
proud
you-
sponsor since day one.
Thank you for sponsoring the yard. Now, Mormon soaking.
Okay, so I've been
Finally.
I've been a man who goes on TikTok, and I got stuck a bit on Soak Talk. which made its second go around this year.
What?
Soak talk?
Basically, it's Mormon sex TikTok, and Mormons are a devout group. If you guys aren't American or just don't know, of Christians who follow a specific man who just kind of like stopped going west and then just was like, Utah's fine, we'll just chill here.
He's like, this is chill.
And then he
Basically,
was also
a guy
like,
went into a forest and was like, so I read these things, but you guys can't read them, but you got to believe me.
yeah,
And so this is what they all said. Also, there's underwear. Just trust me, put it on.
yeah.
And now they have like 7, like they have like a lasagna heaven. It's like a whole thing.
And then he was like, you,
Lasagna
not
heaven.
you are my wife.
Yeah.
And that's how Mormonism was created. And they're very strict on a few things, like you can't have coffee.
Yeah, you can't have you can't alter your mind.
No coffee, no booze, no
coffee, no
rated R
booze.
movies.
Yeah, no sex before marriage.
When you go on your mission trip, which is like a 2-year venture to a random location that they choose for you, you aren't allowed to consume non-religious media. So like you can't listen to music, you can't watch TV, you can't
Wow.
like do anything media-wise that isn't like reading the fucking Book of Mormon or
Wow.
whatever.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's 2 straight years.
Yeah, so there's a lot of weird shit around Mormonism, but one of the things that's popular on TikTok is soaking. And because you're not allowed to have sex before marriage, a lot of people like to respect that. And so what like BYU students will do, which is a huge Mormon school, is they'll just get hard, they'll put penis in vagina,
Okay.
and then just sit there. And that's called soaking. Because if you're not thrusting, you're not
Okay.
having sex.
That's right.
Okay.
And you just soak.
Or
Like a
what they
good
do,
soak.
or what,
It's
or
like
what
a
they do.
sauna.
Yeah.
What they do is I want you to envision this, Nick.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Get all
You're
pruny.
on the top bunk.
Yep.
You're rock hard.
I'm solid.
There is a girl,
Yeah.
vajay, a millimeter above your penis. You did not put it in.
Above, I'm laying down.
Yeah. She's a
Okay.
cowgirl.
Okay.
I am on the bottom bunk.
Wait, you're in the room.
I'm in the room.
You're on the
oh,
bottom
I'm
bunk.
in the room.
Okay.
I'm on the bottom
Yeah.
bunk.
Yeah.
I kick the bed up,
Oh, that's gonna do some damage.
and then I keep kicking the
Yep,
bed up,
I see.
and that's how.
So you're the one fucking.
It's
for
like
me.
a Dutch
well,
rudder.
no, I'm not fucking. I was just kicking the
Yeah,
bed.
you're
No,
I
I'm
didn't
kicking
know.
the
saying.
bed.
I'm saying
Yeah.
you're.
I didn't know what you
You're
guys
not-
were doing up there.
He's just having
I
fun
know.
kicking the bed, and you're doing
You're
what God
you're
knows
saying
what.
my noisy neighbors,
Uh-huh.
calm down.
Hey, stop doing this until you're whenever you're
and I'm
done.
up there saying, "Oh no."
Yeah, and then I wait for the snow, and then I stop. And that's how Mormons have sex in BYU.
Have you guys ever seen the "sex is not an accident" posters?
No.
Where it'll show like some crazy situation where like a guy is on a bike as like a car door opens nearby with a woman sitting in the back of the car, and he crashes his bike and he like flies off of it, and then he like lands on top of the woman because, oh no, I crashed my bike. And it's like, and then at the bottom of it, it says "sex is not an accident."
But
And
they depicted it as an accident.
Yeah, they like did the
I
exact
don't
scenario.
understand.
The idea,
The poster was lying.
Yeah,
this is a "sex is not the accident" poster, but it's actually happening.
yeah, and they try everything they can to make sure it is an accident.
It's like the Above the Influence commercial, and it's just this dude in slacks, like flat on a couch. And it's like, what's wrong with Jimothy? And it's like, oh, he's been soaking for 48 hours. He
Yeah,
just
but
sits like that
That's
now.
the thing. It's like the idea is like you get to heaven and God's like got his clipboard and you're like, oh, dude, smart, smart,
Dude.
and then he like looks over at like Gabriel and he's like, we gotta
He's like,
patch that one
I
out. We
gotta
gotta,
make
like
a rule for
somebody's
this
gotta
one. Yeah.
change that one.
No,
We'll get around to it
out.
though.
I'm good with the. Hey, come on in. You're fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
okay, you got it. The grandfather
He's
clause.
like mad at the guy who kicked the bed, though. He's like, "You're fucked."
Yeah.
But here's my so
you knew it.
to our Mormon audience listening, I have an amendment maybe that you could add to
If
soaking.
they are this far, they're leaving the church guaranteed.
No, here's the thing. So to soak, right? You have to enter,
Yeah,
right? But after you're done soaking, you got to exit.
Yeah. What?
That's at least one.
Only
What then?
only
How to
enter
have
and
sex?
exit.
How to have sex with 0.5 A presses?
Yeah, it is.
This is what I'm
It's
saying.
The half A
If you
press
only ever
of
enter
nutting.
and exit, you're not thrusting.
well, if you blow your load and then just get soft, it does it on its own.
That's true. You know what I think it has
How
to
could
do?
you blow
No,
your load?
It's the idea of like maybe
You're a repressed
Maybe
Mormon.
the vagina has to be stationary at all times.
I
Maybe?
think.
I don't know.
This is
I-
a math problem.
No, no.
There's like a chart here. There's like so if
There's an
so if
equation for
she-
this.
If her acceleration is consistent, like,
Yeah. If you start soaking at 8:45 p.m. and then she like moves and,
Uh-huh.
If you lay on the floor of the elevator and I jump up right as it starts to move, then I'll
it does
like
counteract.
land. It's like that.
You know what it is? It's if she moves at all, she's just a whore. And
she's
then
a whore.
You fucking whore.
She's a dirty
How
hellbound
dare
whore.
you fuck me?
And she
dare you.
tricked you.
How dare you fuck me?
She tricked you
you
into
harlot.
into soaking your penis into a pruned
Yeah.
banana-like thing, and then you.
I think the idea is also if you're bottom bunk, you can kick them in. You can start it.
it's like starting a lawnmower.
You know what I think is really funny about this is the term soaking implies the person is wet. And this person has got to be so dry when this happens.
Yeah,
like,
also,
this is just sandpaper
also
dry.
that you remain in there. That you're just like, how long, right?
Yeah.
Because what if you don't have?
Soaking with
Until
the
it
homies.
pickles,
What
dude.
if you don't have fucking Danny at the bottom bunk? Because he's pissed because he liked Christine.
You don't have Jebediah on the bottom
Yeah.
bunk
And-
kicking for you.
and Father Jimble and Father Jamble are they're way gone.
Holy shit.
You know, I was thinking about this too. It's like technically, since this is for the rules, you could soak with your boys.
Yeah, he was talking about sodomy.
You can soak
Sodomy
with your
soak.
boys.
Yeah, you could like soak
Sodomy
into
soak?
your best friend Jimothy's asshole, and then now you're beating the system, and you get to enjoy that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Mormon talk, like if you're looser, I think anal is just a workaround in
Yeah.
itself.
Anal's the classic.
But I'm pretty sure the moment you touch
classic.
sodomy, it's like,
What if you could get pregnant in your ass?
dude, I have
Yeah,
literally.
Dude, but-
what if?
But it's like the Chow Garden, like they always come out evil.
my
You throw him at the Game Boy.
Grindr would be such a different place.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
There'd be way less hookups.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I
if
mean,
you like,
well-
dude? Yeah. If you could get pregnant in your ass, and they would just be ass babies, and they're not bad. They're just different.
It'd be like you know when like kids would like throw around insults. It'd be like telling a kid they were adopted. It's like, well, you're an ass
You're an ass
baby.
baby.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys shit out,
The
bro.
dark chow. Yeah, and then you'd be an ass baby.
My Reddit account is the same one I've used since like I started Reddit, and one of the questions I asked like 7 years ago, before I streamed, was like,
What is
"How
soaking?
can you have a baby? How do I
doesn't
soak with my homies?" No, it was, can you have a baby without a woman?
Wait, 6 years ago?
It was in college.
You made this post?
Yeah, I posted
Was it
this.
for real?
Yeah, I was cause
So you, as a college student,
Wait, hold on.
genuinely
Back up.
rent.
Explain your rationale to me.
in my mind, I was like, okay, because you know how you can take eggs from a woman and then spermify them and then put them in another woman.
Spermify them. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, it's
spermed,
it's
if
a,
you will.
It's a partner of Shopify.
So why can't you just take the eggs, spermify it, and then incubate them? Like just recreate whatever the tummy
The
does.
band that made Animali?
It was all.
There's like 8 people out there who laughed.
I gave you the courtesy laugh, but
There's
I'm not happy
there's like
about
eight,
it.
There's like 8 people out
I'm not
there who
happy
laughed.
about it.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, how have they not figured out what the tummy does yet, and just recreate that outside the womb?
It's a bit
Right.
tougher
And what
than-
did Reddit tell you, Ludwig?
What
What did you ask it on?
You're dumb as fucking. It was like Ask Science.
Oh
I
my
just
God,
asked all
dude.
of science, and they're like, no.
And they're like ASU student, huh? All right, let me break this down for you.
Yeah, they did do explain me
Guy-
like I'm 5.
Guy took a break from Rush and found Reddit.
Dude, you could like ask this thing anything. Am I gay?
Where are hot girls right now?
That's your fucking degree.
Yeah, man.
Why
You
did,
can't do it.
why did any girls come to Phi Caps last night, bro? Okay, the reason. So when you posted this in the topic channel, I opened this and I lost it because I couldn't believe the coincidence. Because not like an hour before you posted this, me and Sam had a separate conversation about
Really?
Mormon soaking.
Yeah, I found out because he
It's
told me
trendy
about
right
it
now.
on commentary. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he
yesterday,
explained
so-
it to me for the first time. We were hanging out on the last day, and everybody was just really tired, and he wanted to go just like chill in his room.
And he's
And,
like, Hayden, can I like put my hard dick in your butthole? But like, I won't move it at all.
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
Aiden,
it'll be
Aiden, as a
stationary.
doctor.
And I was like, well, only if you could come up with like a trendy or like cool name for it. But I said, what are you gonna do? And he's like, I'm gonna go soak. I'm like, what is that? what does that mean? And he's like,
Soak
oh, you don't know
gang.
about soaking? It's what Mormons do to have sex. But then he didn't explain.
and he disappears in a puff of smoke. You're like,
and, then,
"What?"
and then he turned around and he started doing the David Blaine levitating trick.
Mind freak.
You walk in the room. He says, "Go bottom bunk. Go bottom bunk, quick."
I passed her, and then he explains to me how it works. And then at the end, he's like, yeah, and like if you have like someone jump on the bed next to you, it's like chill.
Yeah, it's another way to do
And
it.
that was the
God,
explanation
I feel
got.
so fucking bad for like religious kids because it's like you should be able to like freely be able to do that, but also like you got to come up with weird shit.
You should be able to soak your dick as a choice.
That's right.
Just plow
Batman.
if you want to.
That's
and
right.
safely.
I think it's healthy. It adds more sex options to the world.
To soak.
So
And
If
you get more
Mormons
calcium.
never existed, we would never discover soaking.
Yardigans at home with your significant other. If you decide to try soaking just for shits and gigs, let us know down below in the comments.
next person that I have something consistent with, I'm asking to soak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we just try this?
So the Mormons had this idea.
Group chat message, yo, can someone jump on my bed?
That's
You know-
cultural appropriation.
You know what else? A weird thing about Mormons I found out a while ago is they all have trampolines in their backyard.
False.
It's for the soaking
I
process.
had a moment. I
bet
had a
that makes
Mormon
it
friend.
way
He did not
easier.
have one.
Yeah, but oh my God, look on Google Maps, bro.
Wait,
Go
what?
to Utah, look on Google Maps, and there's trampolines in every single fucking
I
backyard.
think that's just like an American thing.
Oh, really, dude?
Yeah.
I think you're
Are
wrong.
you thinking that like the parents got it to soak there?
I don't know.
Yes, that's what I'm
not
saying.
trying to draw.
Think-
Like
think
the
about
parents
how
know-
much
They're
more-
sorgies.
Think about how much
Were they
deeper
just hanging out?
how much deeper the thrusts are. Dude,
The
you could
parents
have,
see their teen kid
it's
out there,
like
they're
a-
like, he's probably having his first
It's like a
soak.
surreal Mormon swinger party with like one identified jumper or bouncer dude,
Yeah, dude,
who
it's,
moves all
he's
the couples.
in a tiger mask and he's naked.
Yes.
and he's just jumping up and down,
Dude,
and everyone's
I-
like,
I like-
That's what the gummy bear mask I have downstairs is
At
for.
like Mormon birthday parties, they see the big bounce house, and the parents are like, "Hey, imagine, imagine getting in that."
Hey, when the
big."
kids go to sleep?
Dude, imagine like a Mormon adulterer like couple, like a guy cheats on his Mormon wife, but he just like fucking soaks.
If
And
you're hardcore,
Like,
you
oh,
don't
you're
have
such
to
a good
cheat.
soaker,
You just
Jebediah.
it doesn't count as cheating if it's soaking.
She can't get mad.
Yeah.
No, all 7 of your wives can't get mad at you.
Babe, I was just soaking.
Dude, the fucking chapter under this video that's right here for Mormon soaking is like this big. It's like half the fucking screen.
Yeah. They're like, damn, a lot of times spent on
Well, it's
what is
just-
soaking?
It's just such a phenomenon that we weren't ready for.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a phenomenon. It was weird the first time.
Well,
Your first time soaking?
What's up? Well, Cutie's Mormon.
yeah.
Oh,
How it
okay.
goes, bro. That's how it goes
Hey,
out
a
here.
weird request, but I'm insane. So can you do this instead? How you hanging, Gumby? How's it feel? You a little hot?
Gumby costume is toasty. All I'm thinking about when I look at this is the Mango Gumby and how me and Mango
Dude.
are no longer friends.
Wait,
What?
why aren't you friends?
Did you not hear?
No.
This past Friday was a Mango Ludwig Friday, and we were playing Mario Kart.
Classic.
Classic Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Mango
you and
Ludwig
Mango.
Friday.
Little bit
100 gifted subs on the line.
A little bit of turn, a little bit of turn this way.
Yeah.
A little bit of
So
Drop a little
So it's me and
manner,
Mango,
drink
right?
a little
It's-
beer.
boys. Here's how I lost Mango's friendship.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So basically, we're playing Mario Kart, and we're doing a best of 3. He wins. So I owe him 100
how's he
gifted.
playing Mario Kart? And continue.
What was that? Did you just
Ma-
have a moment?
Mango has Aiden Switch.
Oh, we're playing Double Dash. Fuck your Switch.
Fuck your Switch.
Oh, fair enough.
Fuck your Switch. It was double dash
Also, the
And
OLEDs. I'll
fuck
get
your
you the
Switch,
OLED.
girl.
ratio
I'll get you the
plus
OLED,
L
kiddo.
plus you're a gummy bear costume.
Anyway, so we're playing. He wins, and we like double or nothing. I win, and then we like do another one for like $1,000.
Yep.
I win. He says I'm not paying out.
Ooh, like never?
He's like, I'm just not paying out. That's bullshit. Doesn't count. I won like 3 in a row. This is bullshit. I'm not paying out. This is stupid.
Insanity.
Because we just kind of doubled
Does
it.
he think
on a
you
whim.
hustled him?
He's mad because he was beating me and I just got like some juicy items. I got like double
Oh,
lightning.
you got the shock.
double lightning or something.
Yeah.
The shock.
That's
He's like-
that's
he's like-
shocking.
He's like, one more. Nick's off today.
No, this is good. He did this on purpose. He's bringing down his own
Yeah,
brand.
that's good.
Wait, what?
Anyway, so we do one final race. He's like, let's just do one more. Let's do one more. Like, basically, he's scammed me out of like $1,500 at this point. He's just like, I'm not paying for like $1,500. He's like, let's do one more $500. I'm like, all right, we do it. I beat his ass again. He's like, fuck you. Hangs up, blocks me on Discord, blocks me on Twitter, blocks me on Twitch. I literally cannot contact him. He's supposed to come over this week to hang out.
That's really funny. You're actually a little shook about this because you keep bringing it up.
Well, because he on stream for the next hour and a half was just like, I fucking hate Ludwig, dude. He's such a fucking pussy, dude. He plays like such a pussy, bro. And I don't know. I can't reach out to him to ask him to come over. He might just hold a grudge for like a month.
Yeah, and he those are real, by the way.
Yeah.
He will. I mean, I could do it, right? I could message him. Hey, Ludwig wants to know if you're actually coming over. Be like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, and he'll just say that. He's hot and cold. I've been banned in his chat for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before, and that's just like we won't talk for that like 3-week period. We're like a ugly high school couple.
Yeah, you guys are extremely toxic.
Yeah, super toxic, but it's like we're so in love. We're so in love.
Well.
He's the one, you fucking idiots.
You think? Yeah.
Yes.
He's the one.
You
Yes.
think he feels the way you think he. Never mind.
He's good for me.
Let's just move on.
Right.
He's hot.
Yep.
He's a hot piece of ass.
He fucks like no other.
No one makes me gyrate like him.
One of the funniest things Nick ever sent me, he was like, going back to BTS, like when he started going to the office again and using their bidets after using the ones at home. Because ours are like soft and warm.
We got some primo.
And the ones at BTS
so
are like
good.
very like.
They're hard.
They have
like,
industrial water pressure.
Like the lowest setting is like pretty hardcore.
It's like
so it's a thing. So basically, like if you turn it to 1, it's not enough pressure to get the bidet to start.
Yeah.
But if you turn it to 2,
It's a bullshit
if
1
you
to
turn it
5
to 2,
nozzle.
it's like
whoa!
It's like Poseidon. It's
Yeah.
like,
2 is just like it goes 1 to 5, but 2 is basically like 5 minus.
Yeah.
It was like just a little under what 5 is.
and 5 is too much.
And he was like, dude, it feels like it feels like I hooked up with like an ex that like I left my rich husband to hook up with my ex that was broke and treated me like shit, but fucked like no other.
That's what I was
He sent
thinking.
that whole
It's like
message.
the bidet
It's
is
a very
like
funny analogy.
is like somebody who's just a little bit too into choking.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is like because when I worked at BTS, I was there. I bideted every day, right?
Oh yeah.
And I eventually
Sometimes without shitting.
I told them all I had to take a tea break because I put it on max and I felt nothing.
Now do you think you go like because you've been treated nice?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
our
I couldn't
bidets
put it on max,
Or an angel's kiss?
but I like some pressure in there.
So our bidets are like Yoshi. It's like everyone's choice.
I
Max,
thought you just meant like the tongue.
no, Max
It's
stats.
like Yoshi tongue in your
got
asshole.
great
Cute
stats.
sound.
Those people's choice. The ones at BTS are like Waluigi, where it's
Yeah,
like,
it's like
you
Wario.
sit
It's
like
down
Bowser.
and it's like really cold, and you're like, oh. But then like you power it up, and you're like, oh, but the special meter is pretty high.
Right. Yeah. If you
Oh,
get
like the
special
weight
meter,
is
I'm like-
insane. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I could not go back. I like my soft kiss.
Ours
Yeah.
are ours
You're
are
so
gutted.
vanilla.
you're a little
I am.
pampered.
You're
Well,
so
okay,
vanilla.
no, I do
okay.
oscillating.
You know what I'll say though? So we
That's
had
like-
we had dinner with
That's like me and my girlfriend do doggy sometimes.
we had dinner with an undisclosed potential partner of
Right.
the yard, and we during the thing they were talking about Tushy, the bidet company.
Oh, fuck them.
Oh, and what they said was, so they were like, they make the best bidets, and
Piece of
we
shit.
were like, no, we have the best bidets. It's not a competition.
Yeah,
And
we piped up.
They're
real
all
quick.
going to bat for Tushy, and it was like a war. It was like,
No,
well,
they're dumb as bricks.
I'm like, name your feature list. Name your feature list, because like ours is that, but actually it does it better. So that's
Yeah.
the thing.
and then one of the guys was like, the problem with that one is that the dryer doesn't work. And I was
Oh,
like,
that was
I use
funny.
the dryer. I use the dryer every time.
We all went
and it's
in at the
great.
same time. Oh, you
fucking
think it doesn't
idiot.
work?
You
I
dumb
do
sack of
feel when
shit.
I talk about bidets among others, I feel like I have a powdered wig and like tiny little spectacles.
Monocles.
And I'm just like, oh yes, I can say that it is warm on my asshole.
Don't talk to the poors, sweetie. Come on.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is in that William Osman video, there was this like sentiment that was like, being relatable, like gets you success, and then success is not relatable, and that was a really interesting like dynamic. And I was like, yeah, and I try to stay humble myself. You know what I'm saying? I slept in a closet,
Mhm.
but fuck, man, I don't think I could ever go back
I'm glad you said this out loud.
to washing my ass with only towels.
Or the closet.
Oh, I could go back. If I had a bidet in a closet, I'm set.
That's it.
I'm living like I'm in
I
Nippon
need you-
des.
hey,
I
you'll
agree
get
with him.
there.
I
Boom.
slept on the floor this weekend. That was great. hated every shit I took without a bidet.
That's right.
Yeah, you should just change your room to tatami mats and just fucking
That'd
Yeah.
be great.
live in a fake Japanese apartment in California.
Who are you talking to?
The guy
That's
who
literally
likes sleeping on
what
the
you
floor.
need to do.
I don't want a tatami mat.
You're the one who wants to move.
Remember
to
when
Japan.
Aiden was gonna replace his whole ass mattress and bed with a mat on the floor? Remember that in the
Yeah.
old house?
He's like, he talks a lot of good shit. Remember when he
talks a lot
deleted
of good
every
shit.
tweet he ever made for no reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the
My favorite Aiden thing is that he does not have Twitter as an app on his phone. Like, he deleted it. He might now, but for a long time he didn't have it. But every day he checked it in his phone browser.
Yeah.
I
And
got
I'm
it
like,
back when
I'm
we
like,
went to
dude,
Italy.
if you're trying to not check Twitter, just don't check
I think it's
it.
just an extra layer of friction, which I got.
But
after a while.
but it doesn't. But he checks it every day.
Look, you're
But
right.
he checks it
You're
every
right,
day.
but it's
I
an
checked
additional
it,
layer
I checked
of
it
friction.
less.
Also, just to leave a neat bow, fuck Tushy because I tried to work with them because I'm like working on making my own
Oh.
bidet,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and they were basically like, nah.
that's right.
Hey, Toto, shout out, hook us up.
Well, I actually got
Well,
someone.
let me hook
I'm
up.
working on my bidet.
Oh shit.
It'll come out soon.
Okay, so Aiden, I wanted to ask you about was Walking Dead night.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
What does that mean?
this is just like a funny story to give context behind like the type of person that I spent the weekend with, because Sam is probably one of the funniest people I know, and I think he's had a big impact on like my like humor and
You know
just
what's
like
really funny is that when I met Sam, he and Aiden talk exactly the same. Like they have the same accent.
Where's he from?
The way they like emphasize syllables.
he's from Wisconsin, but he has like more of a West Coast accent.
It's really
now.
weird.
Yeah.
You get them talking
I
together, you
didn't-
think
I
they're
didn't
like
pick that up at all.
brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, we've just spent so much time together, and I think like he morphed a lot of like my humor over the years, like just through
Through
you
a
know,
process
just
of
through hanging out.
soaking.
I
through
soaked
soaking.
his humor
Yeah,
out of
humor,
his dick and into
humor
my ass.
through osmosis.
He lost a little humor, but you guys had a great time.
No, I think this actually ties into what you were saying earlier, where I just think like part of like how I became funny, or at least like as funny as I am, is I think I'm just really, really good at matching like the expectations or like what is funny within a certain social group. So I pick up on like what pulls like within a social group, and when I spend a lot of time with a person, I notice I just subconsciously pick up on a ton of their habits. And
Right.
I think it starts to go the other way eventually as well.
You're a survivor.
Yeah, that's how I make it in this world. I'm a negotiator. So I have only known Sam for like about 2 or 3 months into college when this happened. And this is one of my like first impressions of him, because we hadn't hung out like that much yet at the beginning of college. We both lived on the same dorm. And the way our college dorm worked is that every 2 floors were sort of together, and each set of 2 floors was sort of centered around a lobby. And in the center of like the halls, you could like look up into the rafter of like the second floor from the first one. And his room was on the second floor, so when he walked out into the lobby area, you could like see him from down in the lobby. And that first year, we just like drank like way too much, and we'd go out every weekend. Most of the weekends, it'd be like a few nights in a row, and Sam would get like infamously hungover, like even
Infamously, like in class the next day, like, bro.
no, just like he
Sam was
for-
off the fucking claws.
Yeah, it is to not be infamously hammered, but infamously just, like, feeling
infamously
like
hungover.
shit.
No, that was the thing, is like he wouldn't have to drink that much to have like the worst hangover the next day. So it's like almost 2:30 p.m. the next day, and we're starting to wonder, like, has anybody seen or heard from Sam today? Like I haven't seen him. And all of a sudden the door from the hall into the lobby bursts open.
Like the Kool-Aid man.
Like the
He
fucking
burst in.
Kool-Aid man. It like slams against the opposite wall. And Sam is 6'5", and he just sort of like lumbers out like a zombie. And he looks at us all and he's like, "What happened? And we're all like, "What do you mean? We just like went we just went out. Like this is just a very like normal evening."
He's got
It's like,
the
"What do
Mike
you
Tyson
mean?"
tattoo.
And he begins to recount this story of how he blacked out, and when he woke up in his dorm room, his door to his room has been boarded up by a mattress, stacks of chairs, textbooks, so it looks like he has barricaded his door from the inside to, presumably stop someone from getting in. And his phone was dead. So he just saw this, had blacked, and was like, what has happened? Like, I think I'm in the apocalypse, and I can't contact anyone. And I have taken my roommate's mattress and all of these things from around the room to, like, block the door in. And so he came out, like, searching for an explanation. And we call it the Walking Dead night, because to this day, he does not remember why he put all of those things on the door.
Wow.
Yeah. And this was one of, this is like one of, first of like many stories of getting to know him.
That's like early college.
Yeah. This is only a couple months into college.
That's not bad.
You put that in the thing, and I was like, I wonder if this is Eamon encountering normie culture again and getting angry. Because I thought it was like, let's gather around and watch Walking Dead.
I hate that show.
And it's just Eamon. He's like, and they just fucking like gather around and they watch it. It's a fucking bad show. It's a bad show. It's an indictment of shows. And I was hoping for that.
It's not quite.
That's okay.
But he also did one other thing this weekend. So he, if you're a med student, naturally you're pretty busy. But during the summer, he listened to all the podcast episodes that came out before his classes had started. And while we're hanging out, it's me, him, our friend Ian, who he went to high school with and also lived with us in Seattle for 1 year, and then another friend, Michael, who actually also did the same, was from Wisconsin but just decided to come live with us in Seattle for a short bit, just for like the hell of it. And we're hanging out, and we're buying groceries, but we want to get a pizza for that night. And Sam is like, he's like, Ian, I need you to order the pizza. I need you to get a pizza. And he's like laying out like the pizza place he should order from. He like recommends like a type of pizza he should get. He's like, there's this crazy type of like pizza you get with like crab on it and stuff. And he's like, and make sure you tell them to get it with the works. It's like really important.
Oh no.
And Ian is like, what? And he's like, yeah, the works, you just get like all the sauces and stuff. Like make sure you do the works. And I'm like,
this is
I'm
right
just
up
like,
his alley
there's just
too.
no
This is the
shot.
most him
He's a
bit
fucking
ever.
Ice Climbers player. Like, this is his element.
I'm like, there's just no shot Ian falls for this. Like there, and Ian and Sam mentions it like 5 different times.
Maybe overselling.
And Ian is like caving. He's like starting to think like, I guess like I've heard that phrase related to pizza before. And he finally makes the call and he's like, yeah, can I get the crab large pizza? And can we get that with the works? And then in the hall of the grocery store, we all burst out laughing because Michael, Sam, and me all know he's just fucking with it. And then Ian's like, okay,
Oh,
all right.
shit.
And then he gets off the phone and he's like, yeah, she just said okay and took the order. And that was it. And then turns out the works was just actually a thing there.
Did Sam know that?
No.
Wow.
That's a W.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the works is a thing. I worked
I
at a
was
pizza
gonna
place.
say-
I mean, it is a
just-
thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like a Supreme pizza thing. You
Not
get,
at
like,
Starbucks, but it's a
No,
thing.
Starbucks is not a thing, but like pizza and like sandwiches, like basically that's how they do it at Jersey Mike's. It's called Mike's
What
Way.
if you
That's
were
the
like, hey,
works.
can I get a Gumby costume but with the works? It's
Dude,
like
you're
got
like,
a cock on it.
It's covered
Yeah.
in sauce.
It just has a big cock and ball, like a giant.
It's just a hamburger costume instead. Ugh.
Did you guys ever have like shenanigans that went down on Halloween in your town?
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah. We used to go around and fucking
Shenanigans?
kill cats.
Well,
Dude,
So-
Hold on,
that's the one night of the year I've ever egged a house.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we were driving
Yeah,
around.
I mean, no. We egg
No,
houses
well,
too.
your thing was weird.
No.
What did you say?
No,
again?
you'd get the cat from someone's like
I'm
yard
talking
or
about
your
eggs.
house,
I'm eggs.
and you'd fucking kill it.
No, I'm eggs though.
And so it's
That's-
but it's like a goofy shenanigan.
Yeah, you'll be arrested one day, but
Yeah.
I
Sort
throw
of like a
eggs.
And then
24-hour
but here, okay,
sort
right.
of like a purge thing, but you just kill cats.
Well, the fun part was you try to throw it on the power line, right?
yeah.
Cat?
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And like it hangs over,
Yeah.
and it'd be all funny.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diddling kids
you
more
e-
your thing, Pastor.
So you egged a couple houses.
Well, this is the only time I've ever egged a house. It was like Halloween. We're just feeling a bit frisky, and we were like, let's fucking egg a house.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the dumbest plan because we just got eggs and then just like walked 4 houses down and then just threw it at the house.
That was the shit. When you were a kid and you wanted to like fuck with someone but you didn't have a car,
Uh-huh.
it's just like,
Yeah.
well, we're not gonna walk a mile.
There's
Like,
only a radius of
Yeah.
to do things in.
Yeah. And then we had like a quiet, very smart friend in our group who went to like some Ivy League. We tried to get him to egg something and he put his foot down. It was the maddest I've ever seen. He was like, I'm not fucking egging shit.
Dude, the
Wow.
other side of that,
Uh-huh.
I had a friend on Halloween who was also like Ivy League, like super smart guy, and it was like one of the first Halloweens where like you're too old to go trick or treating now. I think it was like a freshman in high school, maybe like 8th grade, like on that line, and we're still like out. It's Halloween. We're hanging out with his friends, but like we're too cool, we're not dressed up or whatever. We're walking around, and my friend goes, "Hey, check this out," and he goes up to the front porch of a house that has jack-o'-lanterns. And he poops in one.
No, you were shitting
No,
me
this is a
because
real
I
story.
thought that was gonna be what you said.
This is a real story.
Wait, how? But talk me through this.
He pulls down his
So
pants
funny.
and he sits on the jack. Well, at first he bends down, he blows out the flame,
Right.
and then he sits down,
Smart.
and then he poops in it.
That's
and,
an Ivy
and
League
We're
head.
all losing our fucking minds.
How long does
Because
this
we
shit
think
take?
we think he's kidding. Like we think he's just making a bit.
Yeah.
And then he. and then
Did
he
you
turns-
see it
and
like
then he turns
plop
around.
into the mouth?
He turns around and takes a picture. And then he runs and he goes, go, go, go. And we're
That's so
sprinting.
sick.
And while we're running, he like holds his phone out. He's like, look, I
Oh
pooped in that
my
pumpkin.
So he had
God.
shit ass while running.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
big time.
Yeah,
no
I mean,
bidets at the
And
pumpkin.
Crazy.
it was the only time we ever did that. But I thought it was one of the funniest
Yeah.
fucking
No,
things.
that's huge.
Also, not we.
Oh, yeah. Well, sure, not we.
You're saying like we like
Hmm.
it's like the boys went house to house, each taking a shit.
We
Yeah,
did-
you
you're
each
right.
picked your man.
Dude,
Like that's my guy. I'm gonna poop in him.
Nick would fill a pumpkin.
But, but look,
He's just
I
there for
rolled
10
with that guy at
minutes.
the very
Yeah.
least. I rolled with him.
He
That
takes
guy's
a poop, and it's like it's coming out of the eye like it's fucking the bad guy from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my god. Oh, it's horrific.
That's the scariest jack-o'-lantern on the block.
Did I
It'd
ever
be funny
tell
to
you-
run up to pumpkins and just fart them out. You think you could do that?
Oh yeah,
You think you have that power?
dude.
Oh, like blow out the
Yeah,
candle
with
your
your
mouth.
ass. Yeah, you just blow
Wait,
'em
oh,
out.
dude, slime would explode it. Like it would blow
Yeah.
up.
I was gonna say, do you think it'd light?
It actually would because that's what it's poop gas.
Have you ever lit a fart from your ass? You've done that?
Yeah, you end up burning your ass hairs more often than you light one, but we get there.
Yeah.
Wait, how much experience do you have?
We like a night of it,
We
like we,
We'd make
You
an
mean
and,
the
and-
boys?
and an actual we, where it was me, the boys in my friend's bathroom, trying not to wake up his parents, just holding a lighter to each other's assholes.
dude.
What my friend Joey was like this.
We
Like we fucking did it.
Oh, we were just regular farting. Like, wake them
They
up.
walk in. No, he was farting his hall.
Oh, dude,
We're not
they were
fucking each other.
Polish too. They were weird, man. You trust them? Can't trust
Oh,
them.
we were just smoking weed.
Yeah. Like my friend Joey was legit doing this,
Yeah.
and like we were, we had to get in there.
We're
and
doing crack off his ass.
it was like surgery almost, like underneath the fluorescent light. Did I ever tell you guys how I almost got killed by a homeless guy?
no.
No.
One time, I was in high school, and in our gym class in high school, we would walk to the park from the school, and we had block schedules, so it was like a 2.5-hour class. There was time to like walk like a mile all the way to the park, and then like fuck around at the park and walk back. It was a very lazy gym class, and we're walking, and I was with this group of guys that were just like real shitheads, and we're walking, and it's like the park walkway. It's like this bike path, and it drops off into the river, into the Roaring Fork River, and it's a steep like incline of just rocks, and then like a riverbed, and there's the path. So we're walking back, and this guy I'm with, he takes a fucking giant rock, and because he sees a tent down there, because there's like homeless people, that are in the town, right? And he sees a tent, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking hit that tent. So he takes his like fucking head-sized rock and throws it at the tent, and we all take off. And I'm like, that's fucked up. And we're running away, and then we slow down because there's still quite a bit to go to the school. And we slow down, and we just start walking. All of a sudden, it's like a minute goes by, and we turn around, and there's a fucking shirtless dude with like long like what do you call it? Like a rake of hair, and he's holding 2 giant rocks, and he's sprinting at us.
That is terrifying, and
Dude.
also I hope he fucking hit
Dude,
you guys.
it was so scary. And I'm like, dude, and we all see it, and we just start booking it, and he's just fucking, and he throws one, and he fucking, I'll never forget this because I was so scared. I just start screaming, like, ah! and he throws it, and I see it just like, just plop next to my like head.
Like fucking Dunkirk, like on the beach.
It was
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Like if he hits me with that, I go down. And I didn't throw the rock. I also didn't encourage it because
You were rock affiliated.
I was affiliated.
You're a rock affiliate.
But I would never have fucking done that.
You're
But
not a
that
rock
guy,
partner.
he almost clocked me, and we just ran back to school. We like told the teachers like we did like he was in the wrong.
Hey, this
Yeah.
homeless guy just started attacking us.
Dude, it
the
was
city of
great.
Vixum.
Every 6 months, I'll just be lying awake in bed thinking about that guy, and I'll be like, I'll remember that and be like, oh,
That's your
I almost
Donnie
died.
Darko alternate reality. Like one where the rock hits you and one where it doesn't, and like in the other one you're like evil and weird.
Yeah, do you know in the deleted scenes he was supposed to be beating off when he dies at the end?
In Donnie Darko?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Like,
Wow.
or not in the deleted scene. Sorry, in the original script, spoilers. Donnie Darko dies, and he was supposed to be like jacking off, and then the plane crashed into his house. So
Whoa.
in the original cut of this version, I'm full sprinting while I'm just cranking
Well,
my shit.
You're beating.
Yeah,
Do you guys
and he hits me with the rock, and I'm dead, and I come everywhere.
you guys ever sardine a house? Is that a thing in your city?
Bro, what?
What?
Okay, so in my city
Is
at
that like
least.
when you killed a cat that lives there?
What's up with you and killing cats this episode? So it was a prank where you'd get a bunch of your boys, as many as you could get, the more the better. And you would ring someone's doorbell, and then everyone would lay down on their lawn like you were sardines on a pizza. And then they would open the door, and they would just be confused because there's like a bunch of people laying down.
It
on
sounds
their
like you're
lawn.
just planking on someone's yard.
It's like it was before
It
planking.
was a
though.
group
Right.
plank with
Mhm.
no
and
punchline.
one time my friend was having a birth. I don't think probably like 13 or 14. My friend's having a birthday party, and he was like, "We should all go sardine houses," and we had like 40 people. So we're like, yeah, that sounds hilarious.
Dude, with
So we
40
go-
people, that's a sick.
He lives in like this this mega rich neighborhood, and we like go down the street and we pick this random house and we do it, and the guy opens the door and he's like, "Hello," because we're all just laying there, and he's like, he sounds mad already, and he's like, "You guys need to leave." But the bit of sardining is the first one to get up and run like loses.
Oh, I like that.
So
okay.
so you have to stay as long as you can. And so he goes, "You guys have 5 seconds to leave my property." But no one's budging. Everyone's just laying down like, "I'm not going." Like all the boys are gonna like fuck me up if I'm first gone. So he goes, "All right," and then he closes the door. And I'll never forget, my friend Corey just starts busting up laughing. And then the guy comes back out and he has a double barrel shotgun.
It's like a
And
fucking
it was like a movie. He goes like, and he aims the shotgun, and everyone
way.
gets up and starts sprinting. He didn't shoot it, but everyone gets up and starts fucking booking it up the street. And we never fucking did that shit again.
Dude.
That's hard shit.
It was hard.
Rich
as fuck.
I would love to
Republicans are
po-
crazy.
I'd love to point a
It was
shotgun
crazy.
at
God, dude.
teenagers
This
and
guy was
not
like
get
this
arrested.
guy was like 58.
That's
was
crazy.
sick.
Yeah, that is
It'd
crazy.
be so funny if like he points the gun and then like your buddy gets up, sprints past him, and just shits in his pumpkin again.
I tried to do that to hide from the cops once. It was like nighttime.
Oh
and
yeah.
it was a party, like the last party of high school. Like the weird kid in the school threw a party because he's super rich.
It's weird and rich, but not cool.
No,
Cringe?
The weird kid threw a party because he was rich.
he was rich and his parents were at home, and he just threw a big fucking party. He was a
Did
nice
you
guy.
clown
I liked
him?
him. No, I like the guy. I don't clown anyone.
You called him weird.
No, I mean like that because that's
Why was he weird?
Wow.
because
was
he
weird?
transferred. That's literally it.
What a pussy!
He's the new kid. But he threw a party. Cops go to break
Roll
it
it.
off as they do, and everyone runs, sprints like over the bushes, out whatever. Everyone's underage drinking. Me, I'm like, no, I got this. 5 head. So I lie down in the dark on the grass, basically sardining, hoping that they just go by. Officer fucking pulls up, light on me, goes, "What are you doing?"
Oh, I'm just chilling.
And I was like, and I got, I was like, "Oh shit! Oh hey, what's up?"
So I just found myself at this house. OG, what can I do
This
for
was
you?
like, just go home. I was like, okay, tight.
Dude, I had a similar, well, actually not similar at all, but a party that got broke up by the cops. It was post high school. We all flee, and the crazy thing that happened was I was selling weed at the time at that party. So me and my friend would go to parties, sell weed, go home, and dude, we hung out there.
Did you sell any of these?
We didn't sell. No, those weren't
Any of
around
these?
at the time.
Oh, I ripped it.
We didn't have a
Oh,
store.
come on.
You ripped it?
Damn, bro.
Wait, it's just Velcro, right? It has to be.
All right,
See
so you're
what-
selling
Anyway,
weed.
See if he buys you anything ever
You've
again.
killed 3 cats. You're selling weed.
Wasn't
People are
Halloween,
sardining outside.
But we're going, and I run out the back, and this big redneck guy is wearing like a red baseball cap. I remember this. And I leave with him, and we go out the back the same way, and we're just kind of hanging out in the back of this house, and it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, so there's nowhere to go really. So we just kind of got to like hide from like Metal Gear, like the cone of vision that they would be seeing us at, these two cops, and we're just hanging out by this house, like kind of waiting, and like, he pulls out a fucking gun. He pulls out a pistol and loads it and cocks it, and I'm like trying to stay so cool. I'm like, but I'm kind of freaking out because I'm like, is this guy gonna like kill me? Is he gonna have a shootout with the cops? And I look over and I like try to be so cool. I'm like, so you came heavy? 'Cause I just watched The Sopranos. And,
oh my god!
And dude, and he did skip a beat, and he's like, always. And then he just takes off the
Takes
other
another
way.
pistol, hands it to you.
Dude, it was crazy, and he just takes off. Never saw him again, because I didn't go to that town again. And you know, cops never chased him down. They just kind of like rounded up the people in the house.
It would be terrible if they did, because he would be dead.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. This was like a long time. It's like 2009.
I imagine this was probably low stakes, right?
Dude, there's no reason to load your weapon.
Yeah.
Because you're just
I
going to get
don't
like
know.
an MIP.
Other pocket has like 50 grams of heroin.
Yeah. If anything, I should have been running.
Yeah.
Maybe he had some drugs on him. I don't know. But yeah, they didn't check the back of the house. They just hung out the whole time. They eventually left, and I just went home.
Sheesh.
The last party of high school that I went to was also conveniently a redneck party.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went to this like I went to high school in this like really rural area up on the border with Canada in Washington, and the party for after graduation was at this barn. It was on somebody's like fucking farm. And
That's
when
so
I showed
I've
up,
gone to a lot of barn parties.
there was
Little
like
barn burner.
it was
They get
crazy. I
crazy.
think to this day it might still be the craziest party I've ever been to. There was like 1,000 people there.
Holy shit.
And the barn was like built to have parties in it. Like very clearly, like the upper part of the barn was not for farm equipment. There was like a bar built into it. There was like beer pong tables and shit.
Project
and then-
Yeehaw.
There was like a swing.
It was like if Project X had slightly less people, a bunch of hicks, and was on a farm.
Would you have cows?
And no cows, no cow tipping, no killed
Cow
cats.
tipping's fucked up.
And
Solidarity.
everybody's like crowded around, like either outside of the barn on the grounds of like the property or in the barn, right? And the party's starting to like get a little crazier. People getting a little more drunk.
There's
If
18
you've ever
cowboys.
hung out with there were actually 18 cowboys, except they all hate gay people.
Right.
And,
nice.
Still naked.
but still shirtless and like kind of like they're all fainting smooches,
Not
but none of them
Ram
will do it.
Ranch.
And I don't know if anybody listening has like hung out with like drunk hicks before, but it starts to get a little it starts to get a little out of hand after a while. And as the we're later in the night, these two guys are like yelling at each other in the barn, and I'm like standing on the wooden steps, like which kind of like sit outside of a balcony that enters the top area of like the party barn. And I look right in and I see what happens. And these two guys, they're clearly yelling at each other, but one dude is like walking away from the conversation. He's not facing the guy anymore. And the other guy comes up behind him with a bottle and clocks him over the head.
Shit.
Just sucker punches him with the fucking bottle.
Does it shatter?
And then it shatters. It bursts out everywhere.
That's
and the
better,
guy
right?
like takes a huge hit. Like it must have hurt so fucking
The
bad.
shatter's better, right?
And I think it is. But and if the guy who swung the bottle immediately bolts, like he runs as fast as he possibly
runs
can.
away?
Fucking pussy.
Yes, and then the group
Wow.
at the bottom of the stairs, they kind of like swarm a bit, like in World War Z, like all the zombies at the bottom of the wall.
Yeah.
And he's getting like chased by this mob of people to this car that's in the grounds, and he
Dude,
like
that's
pulls
crazy.
open his car door as people are like trying to grab his legs and like pull him out, and he is like fucking kicking people out and shit. And then one dude gets up on the hood of the car, like jumps up on top of the car, grabs the top of the front door that's still open, and swings his feet down and kicks the dude further into the car so that he did this to his friend, so that his friend was like safe from all the people trying to like punch and pull him
wow.
out, and then pushes back the crowd, slams the door shut, and the dude, who is definitely fucking wasted, like pulls out of the party, like almost hitting a bunch of people on the way out, because like there's a huge crowd, and then he runs off, and then 10 minutes later, instead of police, everybody was like, "Oh, the border patrol is coming," and we had to break up the party.
Holy shit.
Coast Guard's on their way, boys.
That's like The Walking Dead if they also knew where you lived and where you went to high school.
That's true. Dude, that shit comes back. Like I mean, there was that kind of shit would happen at every single party I went to growing up because it was all just rural and like testosterone. I saw some dude get clocked with a log that's like it was like a Dark Souls weapon. It was crazy.
It took 5 minutes to connect.
Dude, it was
I saw one guy with a wooden ladle.
dude, it was nuts, but that happened. So this guy, he like broke up with this girl and he was fucked up about it. So he told his friend who was much stronger than him to go beat the shit out of the guy who's dating that girl's new like boyfriend.
Real wall puncher behavior.
Real wall puncher shit, and he beat the shit out of this kid, dude. The kid he told the sick on him was very strong and very scrappy. Beat the shit out of him, like fucked him, like his teeth was gone and shit.
Oh.
And so that kid's brother, much stronger, much bigger, drove a much bigger truck.
Oh shit.
Dude,
O's a bigger fish,
Oh, they
bro.
always
He has higher elo. He's been grinding long.
Yeah.
Dude, his elo was insane, and we're all hanging
Eventually,
out.
it's just 2 radiants.
Oh my god, it was fucking crazy. We're hanging out at my friend's house. They just roll up. They roll up like 3 trucks deep, probably like 9 or 10 guys. They don't know if my friend's parents are home or whatever, but they knock on the door. My friend opens the door. They say, "Sit down. We don't have a problem with you." And they just come in. The guy Michael, he's in the kitchen. They go up to Michael and they just beat the shit out of him right in the kitchen, like down, like kicking his ribs. They just beat the brakes off of him, and it's like a hit, right? And my friend's just sitting there. I'm sitting there in the living room. I don't have anything to do with this either, and they kind of know that, which was cool. They weren't like looking to like cause trouble.
Yeah.
They were just looking to get their man.
This looks like a mob hit.
Yeah, it was, but they were all like wearing fucking flat-brimmed stars and straps hats and
Jesus
white rim
Christ.
glasses, and they just beat the shit out of this guy Michael, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, man, like, you know, no disrespect to your house, but you know, you heard what happened, right?" And my friend's like, "Yeah," and they just beat the shit out of him.
That's Mikey.
And they leave, and then they just go, and then because we had got back from the liquor store, that's why I just showed up, and then that all happened. So we like have all this beer, and we're like, okay, so are we good? And we're like, "Michael, you want to go to the hospital?" And he's like, "I'm fine, dude. I'm fine." He didn't go to the hospital. He was loopy all night. No one let him sleep because he might die.
Yeah.
Concussion.
And he didn't, and it was fine.
Where are
Lit.
So
Right.
that happened a lot. That's just what
Yeah.
happens when there's nothing but like horse and dirt.
When the Hicks get to drinking.
When the Hicks get to hicking.
That's true.
All right, well, hey, that's about it, Yardigans, for our episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed our Halloween episode, which was mostly learning about soaking.
Yeah,
There was a lot of it.
There was a lot,
A
was
lot
a
of
lot.
soaking.
and we're gonna be soaking with each other on the bonus episode. But you know what's funny? We're actually not gonna be. You're gonna see us, and we're not gonna be in these costumes.
It might, yeah, it's gonna be secret new costumes.
But however,
Well-
I have something that I was waiting till this very moment to show you guys. I'll be right back.
Where's he going?
Wait,
What's going on?
I don't.
What is that? That is a large item.
Oh my!
What the fuck?
The painting. Do you need me to hold something? No, shut up. Okay. Trying to be helpful.
likes you.
I think.
Are you gonna unveil this?
Right, so I have this item. This item is something I had specially made. It cost like $600.
Holy
Hold it up.
shit!
And it's a giant item. And I'll tell you what it is on the bonus episode, but you got to stay tuned. on that.
What?
Okay.
We can't know about it now.
No.
Audio listeners,
Oh
he is a giant. He's a giant square object.
It
wrapped
looks like a
up.
frame.
Looks like a frame.
It's
yeah.
like 3 feet big, though.
Yeah.
All right.
See you in the
damn.
bonus, pussies.
Hey, see you there. Almost 10K.